Today, our party of intrepid divinity have suffered their first casualty. Their comrade in arms, Fane, died and was nearly tossed down a hill by their extremely sentimental rogue. Yeah.
I'm glad that Trashy's wasn't part of this last week.
I think Trashy's still salty that people were salty about him murdering some innocent townspeople. Okay, so you find gentlemen are at your inn. A random dwarf was sent off to go try and find somebody to chat to free with you, gentlemen. You have Fane's body with you. You have his belongings with you. What are you mental gens going to do? Just roll 20, eh? No.
I think we should. Can I
Yeah.
start trying to? Oh, no, everything's made of rock. We can't bury him here.
It would be pretty tricky, yes.
We could build a
No, I don't
pyre.
want to be buried.
This is true.
How long would it take us to get out the same way we came in?
Yeah, like half
Yeah,
an
we should
hour,
pop
a little bit
outside
more.
and bury him.
Wouldn't you
Still-
prefer to be buried here under the... I mean, this is even
Technically,
further
yeah,
underground
we
than
could
normal.
just leave him here because he's underground already.
I mean, we could bury him. I'm sure they have crypts. He did help fight against the
Alright, we
crazy
hand his
mad
body
people,
off
so...
to the authorities and then forget about him.
It's really what he would have wanted.
Sure, try and find somebody for.
I roll for a funeral director. I roll my funerary director.
What would
check.
that be? Tell you what, make a perception check for me to step out in town and try and look around and try and find somebody that would give a damn about you lot, since most of the dwarves who don't actually know anything about who you are don't really care for you. Don't even
24.
care why you're here. 24, okay. I take it back. You guys leave Fane's carcass sitting on the table in the inn
Not on
and
the
just
table. We don't
pop
want to
outside.
get it dirty.
Easy peasy. Oh, okay. On the floor, wherever. A bunch of irreverent bastards. Step outside, look around, ask a couple of dwarves for direction, make your way deeper into the...
I'll
It's
stay
the-
behind with his body and say a few prayers and last rites over it.
Sounds good. Yeah, go inside. Eventually find a dwarf. Who looks like they might be in the business of crypts and the like. Walk inside
Crypts
and be
are
like,
us.
crypts are us, yes. Dwarven crypts are us. We keep your ancestors dead and buried. Yeah, you pop inside and see the dwarf behind the counter, like, looks up at you a little bit surprised and kind of like, what the hell is this strange looking person doing in my office? Like, what's going on? Aye, so, what can I do for you?
Corpse.
Well, hopefully you didn't make him, because that would be a little bit illegal.
No.
Oh, that's good then. Well, I suggest you bury him.
Where would we do this?
Not
Can
here?
we give you the body?
Why on earth I want your
So
body?
you can dispose of it for us.
Again, why would I be inclined to get my hands dirty working some... No offense, but Longshank's fuck coming into my
Give you
store.
gold.
Wait, what?
So, you're gonna come pick the body up then, yeah?
An entire gold piece.
Right, he was technically a friend, so yeah.
And technically we're using his own gold to pay for it, so...
Let me see this gold you're
Flip him the
speaking of.
gold.
Takes it out, looks at it, takes out a little eyeglass, looks at it closer. Alright, where can we find you
We're
lot?
in the insert in name here.
Aye. We're not going to be building him a crypt or anything. You realize that?
He
right?
wouldn't
We're
want
just gonna
anything fancy.
Get rid of the body.
If it were up to him, he'd just
What?
have a hole in the ground.
All right.
Every expense
I'll,
spared,
be
that kind of
glad to
funeral.
Oh, believe me, we will.
The only proviso being that have to try and
It
dig a
has to
6-foot
be
hole in
6
under
foot.
a minute. Break his record.
Sure, I promise that we'll definitely not do that. Alright, so you have successfully paid an exuberantly large sum of money to a dwarf to come and collect the corpse of your friend. Are you guys
We're
keeping
keeping
any of
all
his
of his
items, or are you
stuff.
just burying him with his stuff?
Well, what's he really got? He's got a shovel and a load of gold that we'll hold on to until somebody else shows up that happens to sound a lot like Fane.
Okay. Sounds
Seems reasonable.
sounds
And
good.
if no Fane alike
All
turns
right.
up, then we'll split it.
Split it. Okay,
You
makes
should
sense.
probably just keep it as like a team fund, you know,
Yeah.
party fund.
Or we can just pump it back.
Party
into
ward.
it.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
What do you
that's
wanna put
fine.
Alright. So disposed of your friend's corpse. A couple of dwarves show up with a covered stretcher, toss him on it, carry him out.
Hopefully they are at least being decent in the presence of a lady.
They're very
How many times
professional.
does he fall off of the
Okay.
thing in a comedic fashion?
None.
How many times does the dwarf
unfortunately.
slip on a banana
They just-
skin?
Oh man, just like all. They just load him up and just
Benny Hill
Take him away.
starts playing.
very ignoble. He was a dear friend and an excellent compatriot and a deep talker and a deep thinker and all sorts of wonderful lies that we tell
Rest
about
in
people
peace,
after they're
Shane.
gone.
Rest in peace.
And off they go. So having disposed of your comrade, the next day or so passes uneventfully, giving you time to rest and recuperate after the ordeal that you endured in assaulting the keep. No more liaison appears, although
What,
food
We
does.
hurt his feelings or something.
Sorry.
Well, you said we insulted it. Did we hurt its feelings at least?
Yes.
Good.
Meals arrive. But that's pretty much it, really. Other than meals arriving, nobody else comes to visit. Second day passes, and a third. And on the fourth day, where you're all starting to become itchy with inaction and boredom for the most part, your favorite friend shows up. Belagar. Strolling in bright and early, looking troubled, grumpier than usual, and not escorting, but following in the ladies that are bringing in your meal for the day. Hey, Longshanks! Up and up! There's your necromancy using friend!
We lost him.
Yeah.
Hey, did he decide he didn't have the stomach for it, or?
His
Oh no,
spirit.
just
yes.
casualties.
Oh! Well, that's a little bit cavalier of me. I apologize. I will be dealing with you Longshanks some more in the coming days. I heard dear Donald passed recently.
He was a valiant.
His wife was
Valiant and
very
brave.
unhappy. Oh, believe me, I know. Believe me, I know. I'm well aware. We grew up together. He has many family members. Long family line, that one. So, I bring good news for you lot. There's some money to be made, and some hearts to be won, and some missions to be taken.
And hopefully the opportunity to kill more of your enemies.
Oh, you have no idea. Right,
Good.
we got a great amount of plans planned that you don't need to know about, but what we do need is a distraction. Which is where you lot come in. All set, your robot?
Oh, we're very good at that. Distractions, making a lot of noise.
That's exactly what we want. You see, there's a little outpost up in the woods. We don't know why it's heavily guarded, but we do know there's a lot of these grey-skinned bastards that are camping out there. So, option one is, you hit these bastards, kill them, and then you wait. You bide your time, and when the relief force arrives, inevitably to switch guards with them, you kill them too. That should put a bee up their asses. I don't have no idea what the hell just happened. Second option, if you don't feel like traipsing around the countryside traveling, we've taken a bit of a vote, and the council has decided that it's about time we attempt to awaken the heart of the forge. It's where you lot come in. It's pretty simple stuff.
Forge?
You head down, you make an offering, and if it's not offended, it doesn't kill you. But seeing as
Seems
you're
pretty
such
straightforward.
mighty dragon slayers, I'm sure that won't be a problem for you lot.
Which is what exactly?
Exactly what it is. It's a forge.
Kill. Is it sentient?
Aye. Well, as legends go, there once was a mighty war mason who got a little bit tired of the politics of the various families, decided, sod that, buggered off down into the deeps, built himself a big forge, and basically sat there waiting for somebody worthy to rock up for him to forge their arms and armor. Every so often, somebody gets it in their head that they're that awesome dwarf. They head on down, make an offering, and then usually promptly get horribly murdered. But with this little civil war we got going on, and these bunch of bastards going crazy, we think that this might be an event momentous enough for him to hopefully not kill who he sent down. And seeing as you lot on dwarves, we thought that, hey, at least if he murders y'all, it's not dwarves getting.
And what kind of offering normally gets people killed?
Oh, the idea is you're supposed to take something as proof of your valor, as a great deed that you've done. And seeing as you killed that dragon, well, I don't think we need to mention there was a small dragon.
Speaking of the dragon, Fane had sorry, Belagar, I'm just gonna talk to the guys a second. Fane had all that dragon skin that he wanted to turn into a cloak. What are we gonna do with that? Just hang on to it?
Might as well. It'd be worth something, I'm sure.
Yeah,
It'd be useful
Carry
some way.
on, Belagar.
Oh, now you're done. Oh, it's quite simple, really. You head on down, you give them an offering, and yeah, hopefully you don't get horribly murdered.
Sounds easy enough.
Yeah, if you do get murdered, well then, that's just unfortunate. On the other hand,
Yeah.
if you can wake the forge, it has been known to craft some fairly beastly weapons, arms and armor in the past. As far as I know, it's only been awakened once successfully.
Who was it that successfully awoke it?
One of you Longshanks. Dawnhammer or some such.
Him.
I personally feel like this sounds like a good plan because there's greyskins are pretty tough, and I feel like if we could get something to help us, it would be useful.
Either that or you do the distraction. Like, makes no difference to me.
Let's head to the forge.
Let's take our
Let's chuck
ballista
a
with us.
ballista in there.
Not horribly murdered.
You might find it a wee bit hard to take a ballista down there. It's fairly tight. You're gonna be going deep.
Oh, we best start mining then.
Or, you know,
Looks at you with your like squishy shoulders and tiny forearms. It's just like sniggers.
What
I
is
was just
Keith's
about to
profession today? Please let it be a miner. That would just be so funny. What did Keith? What is Keith
He's a
today?
robotics expert.
Oh, he shrimped me, best friend.
Suddenly you have so many insights into your French shrimp.
And how in a horrible state I am. I'm like basically barely walking.
Shrimp needs some maintenance. Shrimp needs like some robotic hotties and a week on the beach with lots of oil.
Freaking eye lasers.
They probably do have eye lasers. It's just that they're broken.
Yes, but Shrimp, but Cleve can fix all that today. You know, today is the day that Shrimp becomes totally OP.
We could just throw shrimp in there.
Well, I don't know.
Alright, well, if you're dead set on going to the forge, I'll provide you a guide. It'll send you on your way, and maybe I'll even see you again.
Hopefully.
If the
My,
God wills.
my suggestion is take as much of your wee dragon with you as you can find, because you're gonna need it.
Where's Razgor?
Razgor like comes stomping in from the bath area behind the inn. You've never actually seen him taking a bath. He doesn't actually smell or look like he's taking a bath. That's where he came from, which somewhat worries you.
Yeah, okay. Razgor, get your skull.
Oh! I can't.
He just goes nods.
Yeah. Grabs the skull.
Razgor is mute for the next.
Shaving
Couple of days.
accident.
Yeah, Razgor. Terrible, terrible shaving accident. I wonder where Random is. He said he'd be here today. Yeah. But he said it's also contingent on babies, so maybe baby is babying. Alright, so Razgor brings in the skull, dumps it into a big old bag along with the skin from Fane. Assuming the rest of you guys are also going to dump in the rest of the dragon
Yeah.
bits.
Yeah, I think so.
Accumulate a very
Let's just-
lovely
let's
aroma
just-
in there.
Let's just chuck
Maybe
Fane's
composition.
dragon skin in and see what comes out, I guess. If anything.
Sure.
The more proof we've chuck in, the better.
Alright, so
That
you
makes
guys
sense.
Razgor stuff. Razgor pops out to go and do Razgor things. I'm assuming to like go arm wrestle a city wall or something.
Going to go and train a dwarf militia.
Dwarves are gonna train his ass. Okay, so in Armored of this concept, you guys grab your guide. Walks in, barely makes any eye contact with you guys, just goes, follow me. It starts
Okay,
tromping out the
unnamed
door.
dwarf, we shall follow you.
Unnamed dwarf doesn't care for getting a name because it just gets you killed.
We will call you Doug.
Retro.
Shiny.
What?
Red beard.
Wow.
I mean,
Racist.
he's blonde, but
He is. Yeah. Never mind. Your guide takes you deeper into the city, down a side passage off one of the main caverns, and eventually the caves start spiraling deeper and deeper and deeper underground. The stone giving way to more darker grey, almost obsidian black stone. The cool air of the caves started to warm, and eventually, yeah.
I was just going to say, using my knowledge of archaeology and everything, would I be able to tell where this transition is? Is this a natural or is this dwarf made, as it were? The stone transition.
Make an intelligence check. If you're...
Not that I intelligence much. 16.
Maybe it doesn't look man-made. The caves per se, like they don't look worked, but they're definitely at contrast with the rest of the area's caverns that you've seen so far.
Okay, was it sort of like a natural graduation, or just like we came around a bend and suddenly it was obsidian walls? Kind
Yeah,
of
you just like came around the bend and suddenly it was just like, hola, what is this?
Okay.
Your dwarf guide stops and goes, right, from here on down, you're on your own. You're lost. There's no side passages. You'll come to a large set of stone doors. When you get to them, well, if you're worthy, they'll open. If you're unworthy, you gotta make a way. You gotta find a way inside, and it's always different for every person. So don't ask me how. I don't know. But yeah, that's on you now. So yeah, so if I don't see you, I don't see you. I won't miss you, and I'm out. And you see him like turn around and
guide you on your way.
looks at you a bit weird. Doesn't particularly care for you.
I make the sign of the tentacle.
Make the sign of the tentacle.
Yes, I'll work out the gymnastics behind at some
Disbelief
point.
intensifies, but yeah, he's just like, okay, right, whatever, people. And you lot find yourself standing in front of enormous 40-foot long stone doors that are barred and shut. The light behind you retreats as your dwarven compatriot leaves with his torch, leaving you standing in front of these enormous stone doors. They are literally just slabs of stone, unworked, no inscriptions, no hinges, just enormous vertical blocks blocking the tunnel that you're currently standing. So, what do you find the implements do?
I walk up to the door and knock politely.
Politely, no.
Politely. Exactly how does one knock politely?
You know, sort of like a polite but firm knock on the door.
A light but firm knock on the...
Yes.
You guys barely hear the knock because they're stone and
Yeah.
enormous, and most of the sound is absorbed by the surrounding rock. And then you hear a very surprised voice go, "Oh, that's a bloody first! Some daft bastard walking up to the doors and knocking!" And you look around, you don't see anybody. It's just like this voice is coming from somewhere around you. Ah, bugger it! Come on then! And you see like the huge doors actually slide open, as it appears that you have tickled the fancy of whatever entity inhabits this fort that is sealed by your sheer audacity at knocking on the door.
Well,
And
good
in front
manners.
of you, you see the cavern light up, as you lot will be coming in from over here, where Geralden's token is.
Okay.
As you see the stone below you that was once liquid start warming up, lighting the cavern in a dull orange-red glow. And you see in front of you a raised, what would you call it? A raised dais, yeah, almost in front of you. A five-sided, and in the middle of it, this enormous silver steel-looking anvil. And in front of it, a boiler of molten metal that is slowly warming up, and you see it start trickling and running down this tract that has been carved into the middle of this room. And this thing is like a good 5 feet wide, flowing down into the area below you. And on either side of it, you see raised steps with a bridge that once crossed over this molten area that has collapsed, leaving stone behind. And there's still nobody here that you can see. And you hear the voice, "Oh, come on in then! Been a long time since one of you tall bastards came in here."
Walk down the. I'm assuming these are stairs down here on the right.
Yeah. Stairs coming in.
Yeah, I walk down the stairs and.
You guys can all check yourself on the tiles to put yourself where you're gonna be. Get yourself
The foot of the stairs.
So this entity, you seem to have got in on the right foot with your very undwarven approach into getting this area open. So, it's about that time again. Which one of you will be laying out a declaration of why you have come?
Which one wants to do it?
Not me. Definitely not the talky one.
I call out to the voice. We thank you for your courtesy, sir. If it please you, I would like to attempt to prove my worth to you.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
By the nameless one, my ass must taste of ground beef and rainbows with the amount of ass kissing you're doing. All right, what do you bring before you? What proof of your valor, of your deeds, of your life?
Damn about the dragon.
I bring my. To start, I bring myself and my faith in my God. But if it is proof of our deeds you require, sir, we have the proof of a great enemy which we have slain in protection of this keep. And I present the dragon scales to him that I've kept from the dragon.
A worm, huh? Anybody can say they felled a worm. Find the carcass, carve it up, carry it in you.
With ballista?
With ballista.
It
hear
burned
him
me quite
grumble.
badly.
Lay your items on the anvil.
Slug it all over and dump it all out.
Okay, so you're basically like dumping the skin and the scales and the head and like everything.
I punched those scales off with my bare hands.
Ah!
I mean,
Now
they're
that's a
elephant
nice
hands. They're
boast
elephant
if I've ever
hands,
heard
but
one.
they're elephant hands. But I did them with my bare elephant hands.
Your bare elephant hands. Now there's a tale. Alright, lads, I give you two options today. And you see the doors behind you shut. First option. You tell me the tale of how you slew this creature and you make it good. If I am pleased, you get to leave and maybe I'll even give you something nice. Second option. I'm displeased with your tale. Well then, I guess you'll just have to show me how you slew the beastie then. So, which one of you lot will be telling me a story?
I would push Brienne.
Give me 1 sec.
Brian's like, oh
Pulls out
shit.
notebook.
There's no random here. This may turn out to be quite tricky.
It's fine if we really if the story goes badly, I'll try to prove my worth by punching the anvil.
Because there's no
Actually,
way
that-
that. Okay, I am back.
You know, that might actually just get points for its acid. Okay, so who will be telling the story? The tale of how you slew a dragon. Who's gonna be making it good?
I look to everybody else and sort of like.
Well, it's like
hope on my face
What
that
was
they're
the-
going
it's-
to.
you know, like when the class you have a class presentation you have to give as a group, where everyone is just looking at you.
Do
It's
we
like,
still have the
mhm.
stone haft? We haven't handed that over yet, have we?
Nope.
Is that a nope, we haven't got it, or nope, we haven't handed it over?
No, we've still
Okay.
got it.
Yeah,
What was,
but
the,
handed it
what
open
was the
yet.
name of the,
Yeah,
the
but
thing
handed it
that,
over yet.
that got stolen? The family clan?
The
What did we
Cairnog.
want? Okay.
The Cairnog.
Okay. Okay. All right. I shall begin then. Do I need to roll for this or?
Oh no, you got to tell the story of your tale.
Fuck.
I'll
All right.
stand next to you and whisper.
There will be a roll. The roll is a minor part.
All right. To tell the tale of how we bested this mighty foe is to tell the tale of how it is that we came to defend the dwarven lands from the ill that currently befalls it. and the evils that follow. We hail from Homiel, far to the east from here, and it is there that the birth of the gods has shown itself. It is there that we met the brave and mighty Belgar of this keep.
You hear the voice go.
Spice it up. Throw some action. Skip straight to the stone haft and the dragon.
And then there was an underwater evil octopus thing that I punched in the face, and like in the background I'm like punching shadow.
You're just doing that like shadow punching shit.
As you can see, my companions are somewhat excitable about this, but it is with Belgar's aid that we learned the history of this, and I brandish the stone hilt.
Oh!
And
I made that one!
indeed, it is how we came to be in this keep.
Where's the rest of it?
The Dawnhammer, this is all that we found. And we found a garden turned to stone beneath the keep. And the Dawnhammer...
Skip to the dragon. Skip to the dragon.
Literally, just do the exciting bits.
With Balgo, we travel.
I can take over if you want.
Learning... Actually, yes. By all means, do.
Okay, Forge Spirit, dude. Alright, I'm Cleve.
Aye?
So yeah,
Alright.
we're coming here because we got this cool ass haft that you made. Pretty cool, by the way. Not seen one made out of stone before. It's pretty neat. Well, we came across some, you know how dragons do. They burn forests down and stuff. Yeah.
So I've
we
heard.
come across that. We come across some dwarves there, and they say they lost the thing that's name I've forgotten already. Guys, what was the name of the thing?
Some
Yeah, you
form
know,
of
that
clan
special,
mark?
that special thing that
Very
every clan has
important.
that marks the clan out, and they only have one of them. Yeah, that thing. The dragon stole it. So we went and the robot over here made some ballista out of a burnt cart. It's pretty cool.
Doesn't say anything, but you think you've got his attention.
Yo, Shrimp, minor illusion. One of them ballistas you made. Show him how you do.
Oh, I use minor illusion to make an image of the card. It's also spin. Actually, no, it can't spin because it's a minor illusion. Never mind.
You have no idea if it's looking at it since there's no actual person, but you just assume, it's looking at your
we made
illusion.
one of them. We're gonna bring it down, show you, but it's a bit big, and the corridor down here is a bit small. So yeah, we start. We call it out. We get some other dwarves. We start stamping our feet, making a lot of noise. Dragon comes along, breathes fire on us. It burns me a little bit. It hurts quite a lot. And then we stab the ever-living fuck out of it.
Yeah, I'm like quiet for a while.
I'd say we killed this almost fully grown adult red dragon in about 12 seconds.
Yeah, really should have brought a tailsmith of some kind, because your telling is just the worst.
Well, we are warriors and fighters and of the magical kind, not
Yeah,
really
I do backflips, I don't
wordsmiths.
tell stories.
Aye, this gold Caucasian truly is a lost art.
We did have a
Unfortunately, it is.
dwarf with us of the Gwynsel clan. But
Oh,
yeah,
those
he was
lot of tossers!
a-
Oh Christ, I swear, like every 15 years they
yeah,
are pestering me about
kind of an
something.
ass. He,
You see like a few stones like move on the right side of the room to reveal like a bunch of dwarf
they
skeletons
all
there.
Gwynsel people.
Keep pestering me! Oh yeah, they're like
I'll tell
roll
you
up
something.
every couple of
Should've got
decades.
more of them. So, you want to hear more about this dwarf that we knew?
Sure. I mean, it's not like I'm in a hurry
Well,
to kill y'all anyway.
thanks.
It's not like I got much
So-
else to do.
He had such disdain for life. Like last time we saw him, he turned into a bird, flew away, and tried to crap on us as he flew away. But at one point, he tried to save. I'm doing air quotes here. A person being kidnapped by gnolls, turned the person into paste, and then blamed the person.
It sounds like something those
Then
pricks would
blamed the
do.
person for turning into paste.
Look, this is all fascinating, but I'll be honest, as a piss poor story,
Thanks.
a lot boring. So, well, I think I'm gonna have to kill you all now, unless you can show me how you killed this dragon. So I'm gonna do you a little favor. I'm gonna bring the beastie here, and then you show me
Well,
how
we
you
had
killed it.
Ballista with us, and we don't have them now.
I'm sure you'll be fine. No, don't
Well, you
worry.
want an
I'm sure
accurate
it's no
retelling.
problem at all. Such mighty warrior. And as he says that, you guys see the shadows at the corner of the room start intensifying a little bit, and almost like the outline of a dragon start appearing in the middle of the room, but in like wispy and incorporeal. Don't worry, it's no problem. I'll just bring a shade here. You see, while you've been telling me your story, he's been telling me his story. I had a great good old chat with him while you lot been telling me the story, and he's got a remarkably different tale to tell. So I thought I'd let the two of you have it out, and then we see who is right, yeah? Seems fair, doesn't it?
Wait, is this the one we already killed?
Aye? Who else would I be talking to? I mean, you just dumped him right here for me to talk to. You see the skull, like, slowly rotate to look towards you guys that's sitting on the anvil. Like, look straight at you, Brian.
Oh, shout to Scott. I don't know what you told him, but I'm pretty sure it's lies. Because you got your ass handed to you like a little bitch.
Mentioned something about a couple of dozen dwarves you had
we
with
don't
you
know
as well.
about Ballista, God.
I see. Oh, I'm sure it'll be a fair match. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll easily take it down. What was it, 12
With the
seconds, I
Ballista,
believe?
yes.
Hey, Ballista seemed to figure rather prominently in your story.
They were very good, I will have you know. I was very proud of those.
You guys have got one round. What would you like to do before he finishes incorporating the beastie?
No, probably won't do much.
Are there any pre-combat buffs you would like to cast or do, or anything like that?
Nah.
Nah. What about you, Magic Men?
I'm currently thinking.
Although, guys, can we make a decision that if we beat this guy, this dragon, once he's made us our items, we turf the anvil into the lava?
I can hear you, you know!
Screw you, buddy!
Hey! You knew what you were signing up for!
Yeah, and you know that I'm gonna turf your anvil into the lava.
Somebody's a sore loser.
Maybe. But you're gonna be melted.
So, Brian.
Okay, before the thing starts, I'll just cast
Oh,
the
yeah.
venom on
I'm
myself.
just slowly creating the beastie here.
That's fine.
While this round's still going on, this prep round,
Yeah.
I got one of the stones
Yeah.
one from the quarry, and I'm gonna put that on the anvil.
Which one? Which one are you going to put down? The green one? The red one?
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Put them all down. What could possibly go wrong? Let's have this mountain rage evaporate, boys.
My one.
Your one, your personal one.
My
that you
one.
started.
My personal one.
Ah! Damn. Brian,
What happens
I would
to
like
me?
for you to make a Arcana check for me when you put it down. Actually, no. This is actually... Make a straight charisma roll plus your spellcasting modifier. Your charisma bonus. Or +7 or whatever it is your bonus is. It's proficiency plus...
Proficiency... so it's just the roll plus the modifier, hey?
Yeah, your spellcasting bonus. So I think it's like proficiency bonus plus your charisma modifier. And a D20.
Okay, proficiency bonus is gonna be... Spells. +3. Plus charisma modifiers +3. It's 6, it's 21.
Oof! Okay! Damn, son! So, you plop the the stone down. Pop the stone down on the anvil. And, you hear a... boom! It's like the tone doesn't end, it almost intensifies, like the whole cavern starts resonating with it. Like the stone you put down is far heavier than it would indicate from its physical status. And you just hear a, what the f... And before the voice cuts off when you put it down. So, this makes it interesting, because let's go through good and a bad thing.
Oh shit.
All of you are currently under the effect of the Blaze spell. For the next minute. You do not need to maintain concentration on it at all. It's just everybody is affected by it. All of you are. The rest of the effects you don't know about. So, everybody, roll initiative for me, please. As you see, the shadowy form of a dragon without the color it had in life. Grey, black, deepest shadow. Pinpricks of swirling purple light in its eye sockets. And where it opens its mouth to breathe in, you see inside of it wickering purple fire. As the creature shakes itself and prepares to move.
I rolled a 20 in total.
20 for Grolden. Anybody else? 15 to 20?
20.
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay, so that means Shrimp is at the very top. Grolden below him. Anybody?
Brian. 21 for Brian.
21 for... Okay, so... Shrimp, Brian, Grolden, Cleef, and...
That's it, right?
Let me roll Dragon quickly. Natural 20! What's your dex bonus, Matt?
My dex bonus is, hold on.
Letty's the one that rolled the nat 20.
Yeah, Letty rolled the natural
Letty
20.
rolled the nat 20, sorry.
Yeah, mine's just +0.
His is also +0, so we'll say you go first.
Okay.
He's faint. Is there any more? Drag out. Okay, so everybody moves down one, which meets us at the top of the order with Shrimp Aroni, as you see the dragon incorporate in front of you, a creature made out of shadows and smoke. So, anything you would like to do, sir? As you see the creature crouch there, and you can see its neck and head where it was cut off. Looks less substantial than the rest. You see its wings are cut to tatters, there's scales missing in places. It looks like all the areas that you'd wounded it in your life are less substantial than the rest of its body.
Okay, so where was everybody? Or were we where we had left our tokens? Was everybody near the
Wherever you guys were during the prep round, that's where you start.
Alright,
That's why
so I'm somewhere over here. So what's this area? Is this like an open lava pit?
Correct.
Okay. Well, this is a bit risky, but hell, let's try it. Well, it's not really risky in itself inherently. I'm just gonna move here. If it moves, if I'm correct, if it moves 20 feet from behind it in this direction now,
Yes.
it should get dumped into the lava.
Alright.
Okay, I'm just gonna attempt to psionic blast it from here. then.
That is a interesting open.
Okay, Dex 15.
DC?
For say it's 8. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
8.
8. Okay, so it fails. Thus, target takes 5d8 force damage, is pushed 20 feet directly away from you, and is knocked prone.
Oh wow, you're so lucky. Well then, all in dim or dark darkness has resistance to damage that isn't force. Okay. So yeah, you blast his ass initially. Like the poor thing is like still getting its bearings, being summoned into the world of the living from the afterlife, and it just immediately gets concussive shockwave to the brain pan, courtesy of your local area wizard. How much damage?
25.
Okay, 25 points of damage. It is knocked 5, 10, 15, 20. Scrambles at the edge of the stone, tries to hang on for dear life, and then plummets downward into the lava, where it takes 6d10 points of damage for lava damage, because lava is very hot. I actually had to look up the rules for lava in case one of you poor bastards landed in it. I forgot Liddy has move view thing. I need more extra dice. Copy. Poor dragon just took a whale of damage. Lady is like Bane of Dragons with freaking shrimp, let me tell you. So that's 24 plus 37, so that's 61 points of damage? In one turn!
Wow.
God damn! Dragon is in the lava, and you guys just hear a noise of like anger and pain and humiliation, and not fucking again. Not again! Not with the same mother fudger! This isn't happening again. Like, this thing is absolutely enraged, the series of events. Luckily, thank God it's its turn. Spending multiple
but
turns.
all it can do is get up.
Well, yeah, it's going to use half its movement to flap its wings and fly 40 feet up, and then come and land by you gentlemen, because holy shit, screw that noise. Shrimp! The dragon's going to try and eat you, because holy shit, man! You threw it in lava, man!
Yes.
What the hell is wrong with you?
So yes, swallow it where it's not going to get any save against anything.
Dragon's going to make its multi-attack. It's going to be 2 claw attacks and 1 bite attack against you. What is your AC?
14.
14. Okay, first attack. Hit. Second attack. Hit. Third attack for the bite. Miss. Okay.
I wish I would have remembered to thought form. Oh well.
It's times like this. Okay, so the bite misses, but the claws hit, which will luckily do way less damage than the bite do.
Don't worry, it's probably still enough to kill me.
I doubt it. First hit does... Oh wow, that's terrible rolling. 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And second one does 15 points of damage. So it's 26 points in total. As it
Okay.
goes, claw, bites and tries to bite you, but just snaps its jaw shut as you jerk backwards and it barely hit.
Okay.
Okay, that is the beast's turn, as it is very sad about being chomped. Brienne, your turn.
Okay, I'm in melee range, yes?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. Okay, so we shall be drawing. I shall be drawing my short swords to attack. As my bonus action, I shall hex it. So it's an extra d6 necrotic damage that I do, and the chosen ability that it takes the penalty on is dexterity.
Dexterity, okay.
Yes. And I shall now proceed to attack. 3 attacks.
Okay. Them deal wieldings.
So first attack. 16 to hit.
Blink! Hits the scales and just rebounds off of it.
Whoops. Second attack. Third attack is 25 to hit.
That's a hit. Alright, so third attack hits, connects. For a mighty...
Wow. For a mighty 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Alrighty, beastie scales seem very hard.
No wait, I've already done my bonus action.
Alright, is that you for now?
I'm just checking here. Yeah. Actually, and I can use my reaction to make an opportunity attack to cast a spell.
It's only if you get hit.
Oh, is it my...
It's
Okay.
in the reaction's in the enemy's turn.
Okay, that's fine. Then I shall do
Like
that.
something happens and then you react to it.
Okay.
It also
Go.
specifically said opportunity attack.
Get
Yeah.
all boom! Yes, sir, friendo.
I'm gonna charge and punch it twice.
Alrighty, so you're gonna roll up and try and punch it in its dragon kidneys.
Dragon face. Same as last.
18 to hit, so that's 24, and the other one is 10.
Nope, no 10, but the other one hit.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna use Stunning Strike, and I'm gonna activate Flurry of Blows. So
Yep.
it needs to make a Con 15 DC save or be stunned.
Okay. Oh! Oh, it just barely passes. 16.
Another 18 and a 5. So the 18 is
again?
24 again.
Are you making it stun again or not?
I'm going to hold on. I'm just doing all of my things quickly. Give me a hold on. So I've hit it twice. I'm just going to roll the damage for that.
For the 2 hits? Yeah, it's fine.
So the one is 9 and the one is 6.
Alright. It's 9.
I'm going to try for the stun again.
Alright, so DC
So
15,
it's
right?
Yep.
And for how long is the stun? Oof. It's 3 plus 5 is 8. So yeah.
Until the end of my next turn.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I'm also going to use my my Flurry of Blows open hand technique, where I'm going to. It has to make a Strength DC 15 save, where I push it back 15 feet in the direction of that edge there, where there's more lava.
You're gonna lava to death.
I'm just gonna roundhouse kick it if I can into the lava.
It rolls an 8 plus 7 is 15. Okay, holy shit.
Stunned,
I thought you just like did it again.
He automatically
It's stunned,
fails,
yes.
strength
Doesn't
and
that mean he
dexterity
gets
saving
disadvantage?
throws.
Oh shit! You are right. You are right.
You know, that's a good thing. I haven't realized that's the case. I need to
You
start
are
using Stunning Strike
absolutely
more
right.
regularly.
Oh my god! So it's 5, 10. Back into the lava like once more. Into the lava! Let's roll those d10s. Oh my god, I was worried. I'm like, oh shit, random
Who needs
easier.
random
This fight's
when
gonna
you've
go
got
bad.
lava? Can we just replace random with lava?
That would be great.
So in addition to your stunning strikes, that's another 25 points of damage from the lava that you
And
deal
it's just
to the
gonna-
creature.
Does
And it
it
has
stop
to
being
stay
stunned?
there in its turn.
Yep.
Oh no! It has to stay there in Lady's turn and its turn, and then only it's your turn again. Cleve.
Yep.
What
I
do you
just go
do?
look down at it. Oh wow, it's yeah.
It's really toasty down there.
You just hear the disembodied voice go, "Holy shit, that's
Yeah,
brutal!"
it's not a good dragon.
Okay. that dragon's the most unfortunate dragon I've seen in my entire life. Okay, shrimp. Keith,
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
doing anything?
Well, it's stunned, so I have advantage on it, don't I? Oh, so I'm gonna
I
shoot.
believe so. Yes. Well, it's also prone, so you have
Okay,
disadvantage.
I'm
so
gonna
it's just
shoot
normal
him
roll.
with a bow. Do I get my sneak attack on that?
Technically, he's incapacitated, so
Okay,
yes.
I shoot him with a bow and I roll a hit because that's like 26.
That's a hit. Oh my god, this poor dragon.
Bow, 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 bow. It's a d6. I need 4 more.
Ah, shit balls.
Oh, I rolled poorly.
Ah, finally.
That's yeah, that's only 17 damage.
Only 17. Okay, dragon is in the pit. It takes an arrow to the chest, manages to pierce through its lava softened scales at this point. Shrimp, what would you like to do? How would you like to bully the dragon further?
I would like to go to the edge somewhere. Oh, damn, I did it. What was that about being stunned and failing
Automatically
something?
Fail strength.
It
check.
fails strength saving throws.
Oh, so what would happen if I pushed it 20 feet further into the lava with Panic Blast?
Glorious.
I mean, it's still
Glorious.
able to get out of the lava.
And it has disadvantage on the dexterity, any
Well, it
dex
fails
throws
them
as
anyway.
well. No, just
I mean,
in case.
When it eventually gets its turn, it'll be able to just get out because it can fly, but you can push it further away. But I mean, it's got a pretty long flight. Practically speaking, it's gonna take lava damage anyway.
Okay, so that is a bit of a waste. So,
Practically speaking, other than the bully factor, it's not gonna do much besides damage.
Okay, yeah. Also, yeah, that's probably.
You could always hold your action so that when it comes out, you can try and slam it back into the lava.
Well, technically it'll actually be my turn before then, I think.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Okay, well, for now, I'll just... Actually, yeah, no, let's just bully it more. I'd like to cast Insinuation on it.
Okay, and that's a wisdom.
Wisdom 15, yes. I understand the dragons have pretty good wisdom, but I'll risk it. I'll gamble.
Well, you don't need to gamble because you rolled a 5. Please,
okay.
Why?
Okay, so they're now incapacitated. And at the end of each of its turns, it takes 1d12 psychic damage.
Actions or reactions.
Okay, fan-fucking-tastic. Dragon's turn. Dragon's gonna stay there. At the end of its turn, it gets to make a save against ID Insinuation, right?
Yes.
Oh, God. Okay, that is a success, but it is still stunned, I believe. Hey, Geralden, is it until the end of your turn or until the end of its turn?
Till the beginning of my next turn.
Oh, wow.
I know, I've only quite realized the synergy because I thought that all my open palm techniques used extra key points, but they don't. So if I spend an extra key point to stun them, I can then have as many flurrying blow things happen as I want, as blows I actually...
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Dragon's gonna take some fire damage and take some
Yeah,
damage.
but psychic damage as well, because it still takes the damage even if it saves.
It's all good. So it
Because
takes
the damage happens...
40 damage from the lava. Oh god, why? And then it takes
And
another
1d12.
8 points of psychic
Dragon,
damage from
please,
the...
you're meant to be a dragon, you're making us look bad.
Dragon's like... in the lava. Brian! 4 dragons down in the lava. It's bad time. You can
in
start
addition
seeing
to
like a
being-
skeleton inside of it at this point.
In addition to being hexed, it is now I'm going to cast a Hexblade's Curse on it, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast it twice.
Poor bastard. Alright, 2 beams down at the poor dragon. Oh
One's a critical hit, 19.
lord.
Oh yes.
A little
And the other one is 20.
That's a hit.
plus 3. So we'll do the non-critical hit first.
Sure. So that's D10, and the other one is...
D10 plus my D6 plus 3. So that's
Oh,
14 plus 3, that's 7.
Okay, yeah.
And then critic. 28.
Oh god. So, you blast the poor creature even deeper into the lava with these ravening green-blue blasts of energy. And you see the corpse start to disintegrate into the lava, like soup stock boiling away in the lava. As you successfully kill the dragon's corporeal form a second time.
So, yeah, about 12 seconds.
Wouldn't you know it? Yeah.
And then you see the flickering shadow form of a dragon rear out of the lava. Insubstantial as a shadow. Looking up at you with baleful little pinpricks of light. And it seems very angry. What's that, Brian?
With tears in its eyes as well.
Oh no, it just looks really pissed. Is there anything else you would like to do, sir?
That's all I can do this round.
Okay, fantastic. Grolden, dragon is still down in the lava. Is there anything you'd like to do, sir?
I'm gonna start trying to push this anvil towards the edge.
Sure, make a strength check for me.
Just
You
by
may-
the by, is there any writing on that anvil?
Razgur's
curses,
started
not at the
running
moment.
into the room, panting. Sorry, I'm late.
Is Razgor joining us, or is Razgor just joining us to listen?
Red
Want me to catch you up?
Resgor
Okay.
So,
Resgor overslept.
like, we found that we were talking about this cool ass forge where you could put things on it and they might become cool if it thinks you're a cool guy. So we put all of our dragon stuff, and now it's making us fight the dragon again. The dragon's getting fucking housed again. We've pushed it into lava twice. It's managed to attack somebody once.
Well, it's a good thing you're talking so much shit. Grolden, so you start pushing the forge into the lava. Cleef, your turn. What would you like to do? Well, the dragon is still in the lava at this point.
Alive, yeah?
It is... Technically, it is dead at this point. It is no longer
I'm just
technically
going
a
to do a
living creature.
backflip
No.
then, cunning action, and launch a mouth beam at him. Do I have advantage?
Okay,
at the start?
Technically, yes. But technically, he's prone, so no, you have no advantage. He is disadvantage
Yes,
on ranged attacks.
Normal attack.
Just a normal
Where
attack.
have I gone?
D6.
The fuck?
That's
Oh,
what
I
you
came back
rolled.
over. My dice was floating in the air. Okay, that's probably a miss then.
Definitely. Alright. Resgor, you here?
Yes.
Okay. Just join the roll 20 when you have a
Running
sec.
down the stairs.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so where is Resgor's token, boys?
Here.
Yeah.
I got him.
He's
Trying to put him by
in
the
the
door.
dragon.
Okay, so Resgor, you guys hear a boom sound as the doors get kicked open by a very angry Resgor. Your son of a bitch stole his dragon
Yeah, we took
skull!
your skull. We're gonna put it on the altar with all our other dragon stuff. Do we?
Okay,
Let's see him
Resgor,
come
roll
up.
initiative. Flick
Hey,
you into the
hey,
initiative
hey
order.
Raz, we're fighting that
Yeah,
dragon again. It's still a little bitch.
You hear a roar come from below.
That's a 5 plus 1, 6.
Bad. Okay, so you're at the bottom. Let's stick you in there. Okay, top of the initiative order. Shrimp.
Hello. So,
Dragon is still down in the
this-
lava, but is now an incorporeal creature. What would you like to do?
okay, so the dragon's incorporeal at this moment. So, would you say that it is not native to this plane anymore?
Technically speaking, if it's becoming corporeal, it wouldn't be.
I'm just checking quickly
Because
if
it would
shadows count as
parallel
of
plane
the...
of existence.
Hold on, I'm checking quickly.
Is this how you thought
I'm
this
not
fight would go?
sure. No, not really. Technically, it is not of this plane. It is now classed as an inhabitant of Shadowfell.
Okay,
Okay.
banishment.
No, what's the save on that?
DC 15 charisma.
Charisma.
No.
That's 20.
Goddamn banishment spell failing me every single goddamn time.
You only used it twice against the same creature.
That's 100% failure rate.
Okay.
Okay, bonus action. Thought form. Because it's gonna attack me now, probably.
Good. Dragon's turn. Dragon's gonna fly up. Oh wait, dragon needs to. Dragon's still stunned. Shit. No wait.
Yep,
it's still
No, it's
stunned.
still stunned. Shit.
Oh wait.
Oh.
Oh no, I've had my turn, my last turn. So you're right.
Okay.
It is now not.
Says the dragon.
Woo! Finally.
But doesn't Growlden go before the dragon? Didn't you say that he goes before the dragon?
No,
Yes,
no.
but I went last, and I'm starting to throw this. I'm gonna try and throw this damn anvil into the lava because now.
So, dragon swoops up out of the pit. Hovers in front of you lot. Looks at you lot. Glares at you lot. Very pissed with you lot. And then proceeds to use its breath weapon. Everybody, Shrimp, Grolden, Brienne.
Yeah.
Cleef, you're just out of it. Every single one of you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please, and thank you.
Doesn't base give us advantage on saves?
Bless gives you an extra D4 you can use for saving throws.
19.
19 is a pass. Very nice. What about Shrimp and...
Oof, I say.
Okay, a D4 for the bless. That's a total of 15.
Fail.
Okay. Well, I'm dead.
How much was that, Brian?
9.
Okay, let me roll some dice. Woo! God damn! It's 56 points of necrotic damage to everybody that failed.
How much? Sorry?
Okay, I'm dead.
56 points of necrotic damage to everybody that failed the save.
Dead.
So how does the massive damage thing
It's your
work, right?
total health.
Again?
So
Yeah, if it's twice your
Yeah.
total HP.
yeah,
Are you sure it's twice?
you'd have to take
Let me
86
double check.
points of damage to be dead, killed.
Let me take the massive damage quickly. And I will tell you exactly. Massive damage can you 0 hit points. Yeah, if you die, if the remaining damage equals or exceeds your hit point max.
Oh,
So what you
remaining
subtracted by however
damage.
much hit point you had, and then if the remaining damage is, more than your maximum, then you just get insta-gibbed. So it has to go past your max hit points with the remaining damage. So I doubt it.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, it was very close. It was like
I've got good news. The two people that got knocked down to 0 hit points.
it was 6 points away.
Nice. I've got good news for you boys. You get to continue playing as shadows.
Oh no!
Okay.
As the dragon rips your immortal souls out of your bodies under its control and commands you to attack your compatriots. There's the link for the shadow stat block. You have 16 hit points and an armor class of 12. And how much of you take half damage, Mr. Monksy Man, unless you've got evasion, in which case you take no damage.
Does this count as a missile attack?
No, sir. It is just
Trying to catch you.
Damn.
fire.
Catch it and redirect it. I'm just checking about the evasion. I don't think so, no.
Whew.
Okay.
God damn.
I want
Okay,
to just
so you-
check. As a monk, my punches count as magical weapons.
Yeah.
Well, can I expect to still be able to actually punch this dragon?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You can indeed, sir. However, dragon is not done. Dragon minions, you go on its turn now as well. Fly, my minions, go!
Except we can't fly.
Oh no, attack Cleave.
Wow, rude.
That's uncalled for.
Shrimp and Briand ghosties. Go, my minions, go!
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. We're in control of the shadows, but we left.
Yeah. You're in control of the
sorry,
shadows.
Thief. I rolled 19 to hit.
Not
Cleave
19.
your AC? Okay,
I rolled a C.
okay. So,
We
one
attack-
hit.
we had one attack, strength drain.
Indeed. So, that's 2d6 plus 2 necrotic damage to you, Cleave. And your strength score is reduced by d4.
That's a grand total of 8 points of necrotic damage and 1 point of strength, right?
Oh yes, you have necrotic resistance,
No,
don't
I
you?
have poison resistance. I just have the damage into
Oh.
the from it.
Oh yeah, you're using cunning action. Okay. Okay, fantastic. That's going to be the dragon's turn. It is tired of people talking a lot of shit about it. Ian, you dead, Gralden? What would you like to do? You just saw the dragon pummel your friends into oblivion and then raise something that looks suspiciously like shadows from their corpses that are now surrounding Cleef and wailing on him.
Do we think this shadow form is still going to take lava damage, guys? I feel like it's highly doubtful.
Let me not say anything.
It's worth a try.
Yeah, I'm going to just do it anyway. Is it flying in the air now?
It is hovering kind of like level with the platform, so it could toast you guys with the breath weapon.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up and drop front
Oh, I really
foot
hope
drop
you
kick
don't
it in
go
the
through
face.
it.
Well, my weapons, my things count as magical weapons, so I'm hoping it's not gonna be the case. We'll see.
Sure. Roll your 2 attacks, sir. Is he coming
Well-
for a magical dropkick?
I've been reading more of my stuff, and I see I can spend my bonus action to do a third attack, so I'm gonna do 3.
Yeah, do it.
Hold on, I'm just trying to copy this dice.
No.
There you go.
Random's like Sleepy Panda.
Yes.
Sorry, random.
Wow!
Wow!
I don't even know how that happened.
You like put your foot through it? Literally. Fist through it. Fist through it. It seems to be very insubstantial. You see it like widen its teeth in a little draconic grin as you flail ineffectually at its form.
That's very annoying.
Did you not bring the ballistas again?
Cleef!
Hello, I'm Cleve.
Your turn! You're surrounded by
Bonus
shadows
action,
and dragons.
disengage. Run down the stairs.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, and then I shoot mouth laser at it. The dragon.
At what? The dragon or the shadows?
20.
That's a hit, sir.
What
I do
the
11
hell?
points of necrotic damage.
Very nice. It
Oh,
has
no!
resistance to necrotic, so...
The only thing I
It's
can
it was
do.
necrotic.
It is... Okay, so it takes 5 points of
If
damage.
that's the only thing I can do.
I'm sad. I'm sad to hear that. For some reason, the dragon just healed like 50 hit points when it heard that. Cleef Resgor! Your comrades were talking mad shit you heard about this dragon. But now it seems the tables have turned. Oh, so quickly. What would you like to do, sir?
Walk back out the door.
That's a sensible
that's-
thing.
I can't blame you for that. Just close the doors behind you quietly.
Soul survivor.
I'll start pulling my pants up, just waking up, and run. I'll do movement, bonus action to run. 1, 2, 10, 15,
Are you gonna use that
25,
orcish
30,
ferocity,
35,
whatever?
40, 45, 50, 60. I better get away from lava. No, that's just my regular action, bonus action.
Okay.
And I
So
mean,
you basically
my movement and action, and my bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay, very nice. So, Resgor is holding S down here, which brings us to the top of the initiative order. Or Shrimp, who's dead. Dragon's turn! Dragon minions, go! Attack my target, my minion! Yeah! Also
And
need a decent...
the target.
Cleef. Dragon's breath weapon does not recharge. It rolls a 4. Unfortunate.
I could be an ally of y'all's right now. Y'all don't know.
It's again. Sorry, Clee.
Put an accent, Cleave. I'm with y'all.
I'm with y'all. Liddy, what about you?
6
Yeah,
points
alright.
of
I was thinking of the shadows. Oh yeah, I'm a shadow. I'm a shadowy boy.
2 points of strength.
How
Jack
much? 3
Cleef.
points of strength.
2 points.
2 points of strength off of Cleef, and how much damage?
6.
6.
Uh,
Are we looking,
it's a,
Cleef?
that's a 21 to hit.
Stop it!
2d6. 6 plus 2 is 8 points of necrotic damage, and strength drain is 1.
Oof. So that's 4 points of strength drained off Cleef. How much strength have you got, Cleef? Okay,
Yes,
when you
I
reach
know.
0, you die. Okay, Dragon's turn. It's very annoyed with Gralden. So Gralden, it's going to try and grapple you. It's had enough of
Okay.
your horse shit. It's going to make an attack against you to try and grab you.
Yep.
16.
Armor class is 17.
Miss. Okay, it's gonna go for its remaining 2 attacks. Natural 1. Second one misses. Third one, 25. Okay, so out of the 3 attacks, 1 hits. And he is going to attempt to grapple you, sir. Which you are. So you are currently grappled. So your speed
Doesn't
is
he have to
reduced
do
zero.
a? Doesn't he have to do a resistance?
That's if you try and break the grapple.
Yeah, but when you
then-
grapple someone, don't you have to also do strength or acrobatics check against each other to see if you're able to get.
Okay, so when you make a melee attack, you can choose to try and make a grapple instead. You need at least one free hand to do this. Done. You can't grapple somebody larger than you, 2 sizes. Done.
You don't roll attack, you just roll.
Oh, it makes a
athletics.
grapple athletics check. Okay, you are correct. Sorry, not an attack roll. It's just an athletics check. Okay, so grapple creature becomes 0. Yeah. Okay, so
What does Bless give me? A D4? Can I use my D4 on this?
you can use your D4, yes, on the ability check. Oh no, attack rolls or saving throws, not ability check.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, opposed grapple check for me, sir.
23.
20.
Damn.
God damn. That is way more. Okay,
I'm
yeah,
a monk,
so he,
boy.
like, he tries to like grapple you, but you would just martial arts your way out of there. You basically like try and jujitsu slam the poor dragon's ghost. Okay, so dragon was incredibly ineffectual this round. That's just saddening to me. Brienne's ghost is gone. Gralden, your turn. Dragon tried to grapple you.
I'm gonna try and punch it again, to be honest. With my magic fists. My elephant hand.
Your fists are considered dangerous weapons in 7 countries.
21, 22, 22.
Jesus. Okay, all 3 hits connect.
Stunning strike. DC 15.
Oh god, okay.
Dunk it.
18.
Hold on. Okay, well, I'll just make the other 2 stunning strikes as well.
Oh my god! 7's a failure on the first one, so save your second one, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, dragon is once more stunned!
I'm gonna use Flurry of Blows.
Given
Why?
that the dragon is in the air at that point in time, does that not mean it would plummet back down into the lava now
It
that it's
does
stuck?
indeed.
Oh, well then I'm not gonna use Flurry of Blows.
I
I'll
just wanted
just
to
let
give him
it...
a chance
Just
to
keep
do
punching
the rest
it.
of his attacks before it drops.
Never stop punching.
Okay, well then I will keep punching it.
Well, let's say
So
it's like a
first-
flurry of attacks and then followed by it dropping into the lava.
First, these 3 do 5, 9, 13 points of damage in total.
Good lord.
Oh, 17 is the highest to hit. That's probably not gonna do it.
No, unfortunately not.
Nope,
but
that's fine.
It's okay, because the dragon drops
Okay.
into the lava and takes another 60 points of damage.
And it's done till the start of my next turn.
And it's also dead, as it takes 57 points of lava damage. But just dropping into the lava, and you guys to see like the shadowy form immolate and start to burn like kindling, combusting in the fire. And it just gone. And as it dies, the 2 shadows flicker out of existence as well under its control. Leaving you standing in the forge with Grasgore running up going, "Where's the fight at?"
Razgor, help me! We're gonna
Hold
push
on.
this anvil into the
The
lava.
guy owes us
Quick,
cool
grab an
stuff
edge.
first.
Oi! Put down the anvil, you crazy bastard!
Come on, Razgor.
No! Don't you dare help the Longshanks put that in the lava, or I'm not gonna make you anything nice!
We just killed a shadow dragon with our bare hands.
I mean, that's a fair point, but I'll still give you something nice.
Well,
Just
it
put the
best be
damn anvil
real
down.
nice.
Yeah. I will put if it's not amazing, I will lava you.
Seriously, what is wrong with you people?
You insulted our storytelling.
Exactly.
Well, you're really shitty at telling a story. I mean, whose fault is that? It's not really my fault.
To be fair, I think you'd be really shitty at avoiding lava if we threw you over the edge.
I mean, that's a fair point. Fine. Jeez. No wonder I never opened the door for anybody. Bunch of pricks. You guys hear a sound like sullen hammering echoing from around you, and the items on the forge surface, on the anvil surface, seem to almost liquefy and drain into it like earth soaking up water. As you see the skull of the dragon, the scales, the skin, the thick membranes of the wings, everything you guys carved off of it, essentially sinking in to the surface of this anvil and disappearing. And you hear the steady cling, cling, cling of a hammer coming from all around you, followed by like grumbling and the occasional hissing sound as something gets dunked into water unseen. You know, bastard's gonna drop my anvil into the lava, bullying me around. So I'm gonna kill everybody that comes in here next time. He's really not very impressed. Like, at first he was like, oh yeah, like people actually knocked at my door. That's so adorable. Look at how stupid they are. And then you guys just murdered the dragon and threatened to dump his anvil into the lava. So this disembodied spirit of the forge is currently not very happy with you people. It's like the second time this bullshit's happened. You get the feeling that Dawnhammer coming here probably went fairly similarly, and Forge is considering just not opening again because screw all you longshank bastards from the surface, you're all a bunch of pricks.
One question though, with all the dragon bits going into the forge, does my stone go in as well, or is it still on the?
Your forge stone is staying exactly where it is.
Sorry,
I think your stone stays exactly where it is.
Okay.
It has done enough damage for one day. Yeah,
I
so you
will
guys
miss
can
our
hear
two
the-
comrades though. This
Yeah, what happened to
dwarf
their
business
bodies?
is for malarkey.
They're still alive.
Okay.
They're just at 0 hit points. I would like you guys to make death saving throws for me. Speaking of,
Can we
Okay.
attempt to stabilize?
you can attempt to stabilize if your comrades wish to
10.
assist you in stabilizing. You can do that too.
I will assist because if they
Also
can
remember,
advantage because I can't.
You can
roll.
also
Oh,
add
wait.
d4s
I'll just-
from your bliss.
I actually have
Nice.
great medicine. I will help stabilize someone as well.
Just DC 10, hey?
I think Razgor's just going to heal you. He just said,
Yeah, I'll just
Oh, okay.
bring him back to life.
boop boop, hit point,
Ezra,
hit
I've
point.
just collapsed in a heap because I can't support my own body weight anymore.
Yes, you're gonna be like that
Sorry.
for a little while. We're lost until you finish a short or long rest. So yeah, you're just like a little babby man currently. I can't fabricate.
So
He still can't move it because it's made out of wood and stone and lava. This wheelchair hurts.
I'll say you guys can have a short rest while you wait for the forge to finish forging your items. About an hour passes, and then you guys see a shimmering on the altar appear, followed by a bevy of items. Right, take it and fuck off! Kindly leave my forge where it is. Kindly, thank you. Come on, go!
I'm,
Off with you!
Should we have a look at these before we
I'm waiting
decide
for
whether
him
we're not
say
going to turn him
please
into the lava or
ask
not?
us nicely.
Why?
I
Why?
don't
Why
need
are
to
you going to
sleep.
be...
I can wait here for a long time.
You know I could just summon more dragons, right?
That would be awfully undwarfman-like of you.
How long do you think I haven't been a dwarf?
That would be awfully unspirit-like of you. That wouldn't be in very good spirits now, would it? I've got more.
Please leave.
Alright, let's investigate the goods.
Please. Thank you.
Okay, let's have a look.
Yeah.
The poor guy is just, or spirit at this point.
I'm
is done.
Picking up my stone and putting it back in my pocket.
Yes, third. Damn rock.
I'm assuming that
Okay.
was not. I should not have done that.
No. Where do you think the shadows came from? The shadow dragon came from.
Well done, you turned on
Oh.
hard mode.
New game plus.
Well, it does mean more XP.
Okay, so starting with Cleef.
Hello.
Cleef, you find on the anvil a beautiful dagger wrought out of the tooth of a dragon. On Beyond, you can add the magic item Flame's End
Oh yeah, there it is.
to your character sheet. Grolden,
Yep.
you find a beautiful pair of gauntlets covered in dragon scales, form-fitted. These gloves, when you put them on, look like they almost mold themselves to the contour of your hands and upper arm. You can add the Fists of the Dragon
Ooh.
to your character sheet. Razgor,
Yeah.
you get a beautiful helm crafted out of the skull of a dragon and plated with more ornate scale work that increases your stats by quite a bit. You can add the Majesty of the Dragon on D&D Beyond. And Brian, you find a cloak made of fine dragon skin and scale. You can add the Dragon Scorn to your character.
Dragon Scorn, one word.
The Dragon's Scorn.
Oh my gosh, we have to find more dragons. No, because my gloves get better if I
think
bathe
all
them
of
in
our
the blood
stuff
of
does.
slain dragons. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, I like this.
Your items all share certain traits. All of them give you fire resistance when you attune to them. And all of them can have their potency boosted if you bathe them in
Just
the
damn
blood
D&D
of slain
so
word.
good.
It is good.
Yes,
Can't
Did
find...
you? Are these actual items, or did you create these out of interest?
I made them.
Oh, it's cool. It's nice that like you can add your own items to D&D Beyond. I didn't know that.
It's pretty neat. You having trouble there, Asgore?
Yes, I cannot find it.
Very strange. Let me
What's
go
your
look
one?
at the
What was
campaign
his one?
quickly, and I will see where you're. His is called Majesty of the Dragon. Should be right.
It is there. Majesty. It is there. Just make sure you've turned all the
I was
filters
spelling
off.
Magistry wrong because
'cause
I'm a
I-
fucking cretin. You put
That's
G
what I
in
did
there,
the
didn't
first
ya?
time.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're smart.
Wow, the people that even speak English is their native tongue. Okay, so I don't know if you guys want to share your stats of your items, of what they do,
No, I'll keep mine cool.
or if you guys
What did
gonna keep yours
what did
hidden.
the stuff that Fane had become?
it got merged into your lot. I made two sets, one with and without his stuff. That's why yours got a slightly bigger power boost than usual.
Ah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I was looking for it in just like D&D Beyond search, not just the...
Oh, you could just add it under manage
Make
equipment.
sure you attune to it. And
Attune.
it'll add all of its stats to you properly.
Yep. Alrighty. So,
Resistance. You can actually go into defensives and add resistance to fire.
Yeah, it does it. All.
if you attune to it, it just pops it on your sheet automatically. I tested most of the items beforehand, like added them to your sheets, made sure that the stuff worked. Charges and resistances and whatnot. All that kind of stuff, because yours all work somewhat differently and do different things. What do you think about yours, Matt? I'm quite proud of how yours turned out.
Yeah, they look cool. I'm quite keen.
Looking forward to seeing what you do. Okay. So, you guys are left with the force going, come on, fuck off, hurry up, get out, leave.
Since you asked
Fine,
nicely.
And he
Oh,
looks at you,
shit.
Geraldo. Don't you dare toss my anvil in there, you bastard!
I kick it on the way out, but
It's
I
alright,
leave.
maybe one day we'll be back.
What's wrong? Oh, shit.
We know where you
I
live.
need bigger. Oh no. Why? Every time I open a damn door to some Longshanks, this happens.
Before I leave, I take a dagger and put it on the anvil, and as I walk out, I just say, "It's not much, but thank you."
Oh, well, at least someone's got some common courtesy. Fuck off! He's less than happy at getting bullied by everybody else and shit talked. He's less than impressed.
Good fight.
I don't even know how you got in here. I closed the door.
This is the
after I came inside.
perfectly Rascore shaped outline for the door.
Okay, so you guys step out into the caverns beyond with your new filthy lucre in your possession. A little bit worse for wear, but otherwise okay. And start making your way up the tunnels once more to the city of dwarves. Oh yeah, Razgar, I think this is actually the first time you're actually going to be here. All right,
I got lost putting the ballista up.
You got lost making this. You guys make your way back to the top of the city, in possession of your new cool-ass items. And you find your guide waiting at the top of the tunnel. He's like, "Oh, you all look a little bit more fucked up than when you went down.
Yeah.
Got a little bit worried when your friend came tearing down the tunnel, but it looks like he found you, okay?
Spirit down there's a dick.
Well, I mean, you're still alive, so it couldn't have been that bad. Usually just test people, you know. Test of strength, feat of
We did
strength,
kill
that
the
kind of
ghost
thing.
dragon he made,
On
and we
it.
did threaten to throw him into some lava. To be honest,
Jesus,
I
look
think
at
he's
the
afraid
balls
of
on this one.
snail.
It looks like you're a little bit... Wait,
yeah,
what?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a little bit messed up, not gonna lie. Bellegar and the other bigwigs are in session at the moment. They're voting on some big attack or some such. So, yeah, you'll got the rest of the day free, but he said you should please meet him at the end of the evening. He got some news for you. If you're not dead. So, looks like you're not dead, so I guess you can meet him there this evening. Have fun in town, I guess. He strolls off. Leaves you at the entrance to the city.
Do
Okay.
we want to go shopping? Do we want to go home?
I mean, there's not. No, I don't need much to be shot to shop, to be honest. Although I must say, I'm getting tired of these dwarves.
Believe me, not as tired as they are of you.
Especially their magical spiritual smiths.
Poor Heart of the Forge.
What kind of shopping district we got in this place?
A dwarven kind.
They have any leaf lovers?
No. Yeah, you got some underground stores, a couple of alchemists selling knockoff discount potions, you know, guaranteed to give you vim and vigor even after your 200th year in bed kind of thing. You know, selling like powdered owlbear horns and stuff like that. And yeah, normal clothing shops, fooderies, eateries, lots and lots and lots and lots of bars, like so many different bars of all sorts. Bunch of armories, blacksmith, couple of farriers and the like for dealing with their oxen and that kind of stuff. Just a pretty standard underground city, really, as far as they go. Nothing too crazy that you've seen.
Do I remember if he called the beer by name that I drank for the drinking contest?
That's a specific brew. Used for contest. It's not something you'll just
You have
find
to go
over
around
the
sampling
counter.
and try and find it by taste.
It's like heavily fortified compared to a normal dwarf beer. But I mean, you could certainly go try and find some if you want to go bar hopping. You guys want to go bar hopping?
I'm gonna do. Yeah, I need. I don't know about shrimp, but I really need to rest. But I do want to
Yes,
check out
I was just gonna say
a
that.
few of the armories on my way to the inn.
Alright, so you guys are going to split up. Shrimp, you're going to head with Brienne to go home.
Sure, yeah.
Cleef, Razgor, and Gralden, what are you guys going to do? Going to go bar hopping?
I want to find people who punch for fun.
Find people
He's
who
gonna
punch
find the
for
old
fun.
dwarf's home and go try and convince
Okay.
him to backflip. Do some tai
Oh
chi.
god, okay. So it's 4, and then where's Razgor and Brienne going? Razgor going?
I'm gonna go to at least one tavern and ask about the brew and how I can get it or where I can find it.
Okay, so we'll do Brienne and Shrimp first, because you guys are heading home to rest, right?
Yeah, I want to check out some of the armories on the way
A
there.
short detour. Okay.
Yeah.
So Shrimp, you and Brienne head back to town. Stop at pretty much the nearest dwarven shop on the way there that boasts a sign of Armored and Armory. You stop at McDougal's, and it looks like it's been regularly carved into the wall of this cavern. Very dark inside, couple of lamps, but dimly lit, and you see here and there the glint of weapons laid out on racks and armors and stands. And very, very, very fat dwarf standing behind the counter, nearly as wide as he is tall. Standing there watching you. You just see his eyes glinting in the underlight coming from inside the shop.
Okay.
It grunts in greeting as you come inside.
Greetings, merchant.
Nah.
Would you be willing to sell to us? Brilliant. Do you?
He walks up over around the counter. Shrimp walks up to you and like takes your right arm and like lifts it up and like bends your elbow with the arm, like trying to figure out how this thing works.
Does Shrimp
Hello.
say?
It seems he's only capable of grunts, or he's capable of communication far greater than I can understand.
Correct. Walks over, picks up your one leg, bends you at the knee, puts it down, walks over back around the counter, makes a few notes on a piece of paper.
On the racks where the weapons, everything are there any labels or tags or anything there?
Nope. They're just neatly laid out in rows.
So I'm gonna ask the armorer, do you have any half plate armor? Ideally, would you have anything made of adamantine at all, or merely?
Scratches at his chin. You see like a piece of chicken fall out from his beard, where he's like scratching. Bends over, picks it up, pops it into his mouth, starts chewing thoughtfully. Aye.
Would you be prepared to sell it to me?
Won't fit.
Could you have it altered to fit?
Aye.
What would it cost?
75 silver.
I hand over the 75 silver
Eyes widen slightly.
and an extra 5 silver on top. For your kindness in serving a non-dwarf, sir.
Looks at you very suspiciously, trying to see if you're sarcastic.
Nope, I'm being genuinely 100% honest, and I do have one request. When they refit it, if it would be possible to put a sigil on the armor or crest.
Takes out a piece of paper down on the counter in front of you and hands you a piece of wax to draw with.
I draw with Cthulhu.
Squiggly, okay. You can put the squiggly symbol of the Cthulhu on.
Yes.
Stand. Walks
I
over, brings a
stand.
measuring rope. Measures you across the shoulder, torso, height, around the body. Entire thing. Alright! Like, dismisses you like a done here now, leave. It's kind of like,
Okay.
anything for you, Shrimp? Or Shrimp just...
Good.
Shrimp good. Alright, and two of you head back for a day of rest and relaxation at what passes for the inn that you're staying in.
Awesome.
Okay. Those two done, easy peasy. Grolden, you said you're looking for a place to punch people.
Yes. Golden is still hopped up on punching a dragon to death with his bare hands. He wants to punch something else and test out his punch gloves.
Okay, you find, quite simply, like, the city, obviously being embroiled in a bit of a civil war, you follow your way in deeper to the keep where you entered from, where there's a big open square where you can see a lot of the dwarves busy drilling. Some of them with spears, some of them with axes, a lot of them busy wrestling and doing unarmed combat. There's various dummies set up as well. And you can see there's like a large group of them busy essentially doing like hand-to-hand combat drills. Dwarven wrestling mostly focusing on getting your opponent on the ground and then, removing the contents of his skull as quickly as possible. as you wander in there and you look around and you see all these various sweaty, half-naked dwarves in the process of beating each other senseless. What would you like to do?
I want to fight someone.
You see the whole
I
yard.
beat my fist against my chest.
The entire yard kind of goes quiet, and you just see like a wall of beards turn to look at you. And then you see like one red-headed dwarf that's a bit taller and more muscular than the rest, like push his way through the crowd. What, you think you're hard, do you?
I headbutt him.
Roll an attack for me, please, sir. Do your unarmed attack.
20. Oh, 12.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
annoying.
How much?
12.
Yeah, he doesn't have any armor on, and he's not a monk, so that is a hit. She just like wham, elephant into the forehead. Okay, make your attack roll, sir.
Natural 20.
Wow.
I'm not worried about doing an entire thing. This is what I'm spending the rest of my day with. I'm just gonna be like, hey,
Oh, yeah.
you guys like fighting? I like fighting. Let's.
Marika, roll some damage for me, please.
He's dead. He's
For your
dead,
two
Jim.
attacks.
Oh
Are you
my
punching with the
God,
gloves or
you
just with your
killed him.
forehead?
I was wearing the gloves, to be honest. I wasn't planning this. 11, 14 points of damage.
Yeah, you'll just like knock him the fuck out. Like you just like walk up like wham, skull into him, and the dwarf is just like down for the count. And you just hear one of the dwarves go, "Holy shit!" And you see like another dwarf push his way in. Yeah, okay, he was a dandy, but can you take me? And then it just becomes like this one-upmanship where you're just like slowly punching the shit out of a crowd of dwarves, just like fighting.
Can you remember
fighting
that Jet Li movie where he's the time traveling bad guy? At the end, he's like just on a pyramid, fighting people who are charging up. This is my afternoon for.
Pretty much, yeah. You're just like teaching the dwarves the meaning of humility at this point. Just beating the shit out of them. You find it very cathartic for some reason. I don't know
It's
why, but
amazing.
they rub you up the wrong way. But yes, that is that is Gralden's afternoon at this. It's just beating up hordes and hordes and hordes of dwarves. Cleve, you make your way over to the dwarven old age home, and what you find is kind of shocking, because dwarves are already a lot longer lived than humans. So the old age dwarves are very old, like very old. Like there's a couple of them sitting in their seats looking out the windows, you know, and their beards are quite literally like rolled up and put in another seat next to them to keep them off the ground, you know, just like these enormously long beards, even on the women. You know, they're just the saddest specimens of decrepitude that you've seen in your entire life.
I'm just gonna. Let's start walking.
What would you like to
in the
do?
halls, just trying to rouse them. Like, this is the most depressing sight I've ever seen. Dwarves are supposed to be a noble race. They're meant to be out fighting, smithing, not sat in here looking out of windows that may or may not be there.
You're an old trembling voice go of a lady go, Donald, is that you?
Donald of the Donald clan.
Is it your clan? Yes, that's you. You also started going senile, my child.
If Donald was really here, he'd want you to get up and do stuff. Backflip.
Make a deception check.
He ain't got no legs.
But why would it be deception? He's not lying to
Does
you.
that
He said
sound
if
like
Donald
something
were
that
here.
Donald would do?
9.
Ah, okay.
9. Donald, you know I can't do that since I broke both my hips.
Don't ever let a simple thing like not having hips ever stop you from achieving the backflips that you can do.
Backflip.
I backflip.
boy. She's so blind she can like hardly see what you're doing.
Do you still have the strength to backflip?
That's actually a good
How much
question.
do I get back on
Hey,
the
guys.
short rest we had? Yay.
No, you regain your strength after short rest. Shadows, they're not as bad as they were in previous days where you needed to restore your stats. Okay, but you spend your afternoon trying to rouse the dwarven senility from their
Convince them that
torpor
their
to
life
try
is not
and...
yet over. They still have value. They can contribute. They can live their best life. Get out their party. Take some to the inn.
Do that. Razgor, you spend the afternoon crawling from dwarven pub to dwarven pub with your new helmet on, trying to find the source of the booze. The first one you entered is just called the Stone's Chisel. And it is a shitty looking pub. Like, you didn't know that it was possible for Stone to look dingy, but this place just looks like it is just an awful, awful, awful tavern. And the dwarves sitting inside do not look like the patriotic kind. Hell, they don't even look like the kind that know how to bathe. And they are just all drinking with the steady, like, pace of people who know no tomorrow. Like, they are just... It's quiet, there's no real conversation going on. Each dwarf is an island of solitude of alcoholism. And behind the bar stands a dwarf with the scraggliest beard that you have ever seen. It looks like somebody took a blowtorch to patch it. And the patches that aren't like a half-melted skin, liver-spotted abortion just looks like a crow's nest that got shit in. It is absolutely vile. And he like glares at you as you come inside. The fuck do you want?
I walk up to the bar and say, morning, dwarf. I once had a brew with some dwarf, I think his name was Belagar. Used it for a drinking contest. It was the finest brew ever touched my tongue. Do you have it?
Sure. Let me get you a sample. Turns around, pours you a tankard of liquid, brings it over and puts it down. That'll be a boxing.
I'll hand him. Yeah, I'll just give him the single boxing for now.
Enjoy your drink.
Just skull it.
You just drink the whole thing.
Yeah.
Make us a constitution check for me, please.
Here we go again.
Do 17.
Kicks like a mule. You're still standing. Tastes like shit though.
Not the same stuff.
Not the same stuff, but kicks like the same stuff.
I go. I don't know. Did it go sour? This stuff tastes like shit.
Kicks kind of surprised that you're still standing. All right. What about this one? Goes over to the back, takes out a stone jar, opens it up, pours most of the contents. And you see, like the last bit almost dribbles in, like a semi-liquid into the glass.
This one's made from apples. Well, mainly apples.
Gives you another.
Just the apple
another
cores.
boxing. All right, try this one.
I pick it up and look at him, and just don't ever break eye contact and drink it down.
Constitution check.
That's a 25.
There's definitely poison in that one. Like, you can feel it working on you. You can feel this hot flush of heat as your body is working to digest and break down the toxins. But that was definitely not just food. And he's like standing there, like anxiously waiting, like, and?
What's the cup made out of?
It's like a stone ceramic.
I just crushed the mug. I go, look, I'm not just looking for any cheap swill. This is the finest beer to ever touch my lips. I'm looking for this particular ale.
All right. I know just the stuff then. Goes over to the corner, turns his back to you, scoops a new tankard out of the barrel, walks over, puts it down, reaches below the counter, takes out a box, scoops out a generous handful of black dust, and scatters it into the beer that immediately makes it foam ferociously. It boils over the edges a little bit onto the countertop. Right, try that!
did the last one foam? I mean, the original one foam like this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up the mug. I'm gonna make an intimidation check. Say, look, I don't want to be fucked around anymore. That's why did I say +3? Intimidation is way higher than that. Oh, because I fucked that up. That's a 20 intimidation.
He like looks at you. He's like, "Nope, don't fucking around. Just drink your drink."
I'll drink it.
Sure, con save.
Please let it be the same as last time.
Oh
This is the shit,
no!
and as he falls over, that's the one.
As you collapse, that's the stuff. That's the stuff.
Can I, like, in the second before I fall over, say, I'll take a casket?
You see, the last thing you see is a look of surprise on this pox-ridden, hideous dwarf before you out. And yeah, you have a nice little nap.
Is he still wearing his stuff when he comes to?
We'll get to that in a moment. Who else was out and about? Gralden, Shrim, Brienne. Yeah, you guys are all done. Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of hours pass, and you awake in a back alley, Razgor. And you're still fully armored and armed, which is good. You look down and it looks like you're still like holding on to your axe at some point. It seems you threw it. There's a hole in the wall behind you. It seems somebody kicked their way out of the structure.
Man, that was rude, whoever did that.
Your money pouch is gone. You do not have it in your possession. The interior of the building that has the wall collapsed outwards where you're lying in the alley. There are several unconscious dwarves. A stone counter that appears to have been split by some enormous blow. And you also see a lot of dwarves in the uniform of the guard, like with the same Belgar crest. All unconscious, also in this room. Probably like 12 of them, all laid out. One of them is actually like driven into a hole in the wall. And there appears to be several weapons embedded in the ceiling. Like as if somebody threw them there and then taunted people because they're too short to jump up and catch. And of the proprietor of the inn, or of the bar, no sign. There's no sign of the patrons either. Well, there's no sign of the patrons that aren't passed out either. And your mouth tastes like a badger crawled into it and shit in it, because that's happened to you before. And you know that taste. You know that taste.
I walk in the bar and snatch up one of the patrons that's passed out. And I'll give him a little juice, little point of healing to wake him up.
Start screaming when you like wake him up.
Yeah, his face is like in my maw almost.
Yeah, you're like pretty much got in front of you.
Where does the bar owner live?
I don't know! I just got in to drink! Please don't kill me!
I'll just scream, where?
He pisses himself, just like piss running down his legs. I don't know! I swear! Please don't kill me!
Who would know?
I don't know! I just got in to drink! I'm not his friend, please!
I don't put him down, but I walk over to another body.
Okay.
And do the same thing.
Alright, you like make your way through the bar, but most of them are just random bar patrons, you know, come here to drink at a shady establishment. They're not friends with the owner, they don't, you know, go to church with him on Sundays and have their kids in the same school or anything. They don't know. They don't know where this gentleman is.
I guess I'll search behind the bar for any. I don't. Shit, it's a shitty bar. I doubt they have like a title with his name. Oh, his name. Does anybody know his name?
We just call it pork sausage! Because of the beard, you know? Please put me down.
I'll set him down.
Immediately starts
But,
running
like-
away.
I set him down, but my hand's still on him, so when he tries to run, his feet just kind of scrape the floor.
Yeah, he's like trying to run, but he's like making no headway whatsoever. Make a
Where-
search check to me behind the bar if you want to try and see if you can find any clues.
That'd be perception investigation.
Investigation in this particular case.
Oh no. Oh, 18.
The only thing you find is a little torn stub. Like a ticket that's been torn in half. And the part that you can see has just got a pickaxe with a heart drawn around it on it.
I show it to the terrified man. What does this mean?
Ah, that's the brothel! You know, whores, that kind of thing. I don't know if you're into it. I mean, I'm not judging. Please don't kill me.
So we're going. And
What?
I drag him out of the building. Where is it?
You're like, down the street, like 5 streets, in the alleyway, right side. All the warehouse has been changed. The road, please, can I go now, please?
Once we get there.
You guys are getting some funny looks now. Like, there's like a police cordon set up outside. Like, there's a couple of dwarves like watching you with crossbows, seeing you like carrying this guy out. Alright, stop right there, you crazy bastard!
I just walk through him.
Stop! I'll wear shoot!
It'll only make me mad.
Or they're like, yeah, the chief went in there. We haven't seen him in. Did you kill anybody in there?
Check.
Okay, well, we'll let you off with a warning for public indecency or something. Just get out of here. Quickly,
That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, we're the law, so yeah, Buster, you better be careful. The dwarf's doing like a very bad job of trying to maintain respect in front of the other people that are all curiously watching this assault that you have committed on the drinking establishment.
So if you're the law, get my money back. I start.
All right. We'll get your money. Just tell us who's got it, and we'll go get it. No need to cause a ruckus.
Who owned this bar? What's his name?
Pork sausage?
Wow, he's actually named Pork Sausage. Okay.
No, I have no idea. This is what everybody calls him.
Where does he live?
I don't know, but tell you what, you go and just sleep peacefully, and we will get however much money this man stole from you back. How many boxings?
What is that? 10,000?
You want to go 1,000? Seriously?
I just stare at him and turn around and walk away.
Okay. We'll get your money back. Just go. Don't cause any more trouble, though. Okay?
I just start walking towards the brothel with my new buddy.
There's like a bunch of cops following you at a discreet, like 60-foot distance behind you now. All morbidly curious and at the same time deathly afraid of trying to interrupt you.
As we're walking, I'm like, so, what's your name?
Why are you taking me with you?
That's an odd name.
Please put me down. I didn't take your money.
No, but if we get to this place and you're lying, it will not be good. If you're not lying, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. We're going to a brothel. You'll have fun.
I mean, that's technically correct. You walk there, you walk over into the brothel, and it's closed.
Not anymore.
Okay. It's just basically like a converted warehouse, like this little side entrance. It's currently shut. It doesn't look like anybody's home as far as you can tell, but what would you like to do?
I make a new entrance.
Do you just break down the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Sturdy wooden construction has kept many a thief out during the day. Unfortunately, nobody has invented a lock that could not be picked by a great axe or a maul. And Razgor neatly breaks through the door. One of the police officers goes, "Ah, that's breaking and entering," you know, and you see another stew, like from the back. And you walk inside to find a lady dwarf in a very befrazzled state. It looks like she's just like rolled out of a cot near the front door, pointing a crossbow at you. "They're closed! Get the fuck out!" she says, and you see the crossbow like wavers a little bit. She's like terrified of this man who's just like chopped down her front door in full armor.
I hold the piece of paper up. Is this place?
Did you fucking break down my door to ask me a question?
Where's pork chop?
What?
I picked the dwarf up that I've been holding like face level. Pork chop, right? Is his name pork chop?
Pork sausage.
Pork sausage. Where's pork sausage?
Okay, I tell you what. You put him down. You put down everything. I tell you what he is. You pay me for my door, and then you fuck off. How does that sound?
I'll just scream, "Tell me now!"
Jeez.
That's a 17.
Intimidation. Yeah, poor lady basically pisses herself in terror. He's in the back alley. It's like the Boros, 3rd Street, 6th house. They're about. Hold on, I'll get one of the girls, and she like runs to the back to go and ask one of the ladies who has serviced him in the past if they know where the exact. And eventually, yes, you do find out that he lives in the Burrows, 3rd row, 6th house. And that's most likely where you will find his place of residence.
I picked the dwarf up again. He goes, "You get all that?"
Please put me down, I don't want to. He told me to come here, we came here, I told you what I know. Can I go now?
I said when we got to pork sausage, you could go.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Are you calling me a liar?
No, it's fine, let's go. Let's leave. Alright,
And
so what, you're just
I have
gonna...
him guide me to where the lady said.
Okay, so you basically walk through town and... Shrimp and Brienne, you guys hear a hubbub from outside the inn. Like a large crowd of people, all going past, excited talking, chattering, whispering. Like, just like a big hubbub of people coming past.
Oh god.
And glancing out of the window, you see Razgor strolling down the street nonchalantly with a dwarf in one hand, just kind of carrying him like some luggage. Followed by a whole bunch of uniformed dwarves, city guard, with crossbows, all following him at a discreet distance as well. And then behind them, just like a huge crowd of people that have just accumulated to watch the spectacle going on. Just going down the streets, past your inn. Is there anything you two would like to do while this is going on?
So, for us, how much time has passed?
At this point, about 3-4 hours.
Okay,
So would we be considered somewhat rested?
You could expend some hit dice on a short rest, sure.
let me just expend the... Do I want to expend... I'm not sure.
I'm gonna keep resting, and Brienne returns to her prayers. For the most part, she is really not wanting to get involved in whatever craziness Razgor is getting up to at the moment. She has other weightier concerns on her mind.
Okay.
I also very much need rest, and also spell slots.
Okay, so you're on your own, Razgor. Head on deeper down into the city. Hippo, you're in the middle of Cleves preaching to the undertrodden people to get up, live your life, do the best you can do when you hear this crowd come past. Sounds almost like a parade at this point. They've been picking up more and more people the deeper they go down towards the burrows. And you see, again, Razgor walking past, carrying a dwarf in his right hand, just casually strolling down, followed by a line of dwarves with crossbows, and behind them this crowd of dwarves, eager to see what's going to happen next. Is there anything you would like to do,
I'm just
Cleve?
going to turn to all of my old dwarfs that are listening to me, if any. That man over there, I know him. He's 172. He's almost dead, but that doesn't stop him. If you put your mind to it, you can do anything. Don't let age ever slow you down.
Okay, that's really nice, dearie. I'm glad you came to visit me. Tell me, did you bring any of those cookies I like?
Do I have any Can I roll for cookies?
Do you
I
have
don't
any
know.
on you?
Have I acquired any cookies?
From a past life.
Fast life, sure. Why not? Roll a d20.
12?
Sure. You pull out some like trail cookies, like tough, hard, and nutritious,
give her-
delicious. Good to
Dwarf
keep you
bread.
going in
Give
the
her
hard
some elvish
winters.
bread.
Dwarf bread, just like Grandma used to bake.
Sorry, was it?
I give her some
Cleve?
Mambus bread.
She starts like munching on it, but it's just like she ain't really got any teeth, so she just kind of like gums them vigorously. Little spittle running down into her beard. Oh, he's a bit hard. Okay, Razgor. You carry on down.
You're
into
on
the
your own.
You're very much on your own. The streets become dingier, a lot more garbage kicked into corners. The houses smaller, a lot of them literally just burrowed into the stone, hence the name. As you make your way over to the home, indicated by your companion of the late pork sausage. Door is shut.
The late pork sausage, that's problematic.
What would you like to do, sir?
I walk through the door.
You just gonna walk into it.
Yeah.
Sure, make a strength check for
7. $20. Oh wait, no, that's saving throw. There's a straight check.
Yep. Main strength, bust that bitch down.
14.
14. Yeah, that's enough. This is a shitty hovel. Doesn't have like amazingly sturdy construction. You bust down the door by just looking into it. Poor dwarf in your hand just kind of like slams into the wall on the way and goes, "Oh, my face!" As you see the object of your vengeance sitting at his table, engrossed in busy counting your money, making neat little piles of coins, grinning to himself, and then looks up at you. And looks down at the money that he's busy counting, and then looks up and he goes, "It was me."
I gently set down my first dwarf and draw my second dwarf,
Your second dwarf?
being pork sausage.
You walk up to him, pick him up.
And I punch the wall with him a couple times.
Sure. Make a couple. Just roll a couple of attack rolls. The other.
It's 18 and a 5.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
improvised weapon, I guess. So no proficiency.
no proficiency. Yeah, you pick him up and just kind of like pile drive him like a piston into the wall a couple of times. A few teeth break, nose breaks, a lot of whimpering. Soils himself, and you're now holding a very wet bag of dwarf at this point. The fight has left him. The fight was never really there.
I look at him and go, "What did we learn?" You know, is it all there?
Quick eyes count. Yeah, it looks like it's all there.
I'll snatch it up, I'll give my buddy a whole gold piece. The one who gave me around town. I go, for your service.
Thanks, I guess.
And I look up. I go, and you may leave.
Thank you. Turns around like and runs the hell out of the room. You see, you hear like one of the police outside. I think we got a potential hostage situation now again. He said one of the hostages go, but he's exchanged them for another one.
And I tell Pork Sausage, I go, we will call it even for the damage to your bar for you stealing from me.
Like nods vigorously.
And I still want the golden brew.
Okay. To say where and all what should do.
Oh, I know where to get it.
Okay. I'll make sure it's ready for you. Don't kill it.
And I carry them back outside to the police, or whatever they call themselves.
The guard, yeah?
I go, my friend and I here had a disagreement. We have come to amends, and now we're fast friends. And I put him down.
And you're like, sir, is he correct in that? You are under no duress. This is of your own free will. Oh yeah, definitely. It's just like blood and stuff. It's like running down his face. He is messed up. Jesus. It's like, all right, well then, still gonna have to find you. He says to the dwarf for disturbing the peace. You see his face fall a little bit. And
he seems like to be the one in charge.
Injured as well. Yeah, he looks like he's nominally in charge here.
I go, what is your name?
Hi, my name's Douglas.
Well, Douglas, I gladly pay your fine, and I give him a gold piece.
Yes, several of the dwarves go. Ooh. All right. Off with you, sir. We'll keep this one in the cells for the evening. Keeping the king's peace and all that.
The name's Razgor.
Alright.
Do y'all have a gladiator arena one could fight in? I've get my blood up.
No arena. If you want, you can go try at the training grounds. I hear some mad bastard's been throwing around people all afternoon there.
I think I'll just go get my present from my friend here and head home.
Alright. Well, enjoy your day. Come on, you lot. Disperse! Come on. Starts like spreading out the crowd and chasing them off and breaking them up and trying to get. Okay, so Razgor, you are in possession of 1 barrel of mead after your little escapade. You make your way back home in the evening. A day well spent. Fighting, screaming, intimidating, and beating some poor people into submission. Cleef, unfortunately, the dwarves prove rather resistant to your efforts, being very set in their ways. Half of them still calling you Donald. Eye is not as good as they used to be. Ear is not as good as they used to be. Mine's not all there. And come evening, your elephant friend returns, drenched in sweat. No blood, though, as it seems like nobody was really able to touch him, as he proceeded to open several cans of whoop-ass on all the poor dwarven guard.
I feel more at peace now.
I feel more at peace after that horrible
I'm
violence.
so taken by how well the dwarves treated me that I'm now permanently changing my name to Cleef Van Donald Lee.
Okay. So, evening comes, food gets delivered, and Balagar arrives, looking mighty surprised to see you lot. Well, I see you lot are still alive. Kinda surprising. I hear some of you went for round 2. And looks at you, Grolin, like, what the merry hell are you thinking? I hear you spent the entire afternoon beating the tar out of people.
I just needed to vent my frustration.
With what?
I feel better now.
What frustration could you possibly have? You're living in the lap of luxury compared to your shithole you came from.
Yes, but I found that magical dwarf thing really annoying.
The heart of the forge. You're lucky to be alive. I heard it's fearsome.
It's lucky to be alive, believe you me.
Like your spunk. And you! What's with you causing disturbances in the city? Don't you know we're in a civil war, you daft bastard? He says, pointing at you, Asgore.
I don't like thieves.
I mean, that's fair, but still, though. There is a time and a place and a way to handle these things.
I get a couple mugs, and I fill them both up out of my casket, and I hand him one. It all worked out in the end.
What, you want the rematch, you silly bastard?
No, just a conciliatory drink.
Well, only one, since I am on duty. Takes a slap back. That's some good stuff. Right, well, gents. I come bearing tidings. I don't know if you lot will be interested in these tidings, but I'm guessing you will be. I have a visitor that wishes to meet you. I also have a message from the council
Yay!
for you lot. Indeed. Donald's wife, Dagna, would very much like to meet you lot, to hear how her husband met his end. Don't be a bunch of cocks. Alright? Just
Donald
tell it to her
is
straight.
the bravest
No
dwarf
funny
I've
bits.
ever met. And that's saying a lot. I've met you, Belagar.
He looks slightly offended at that. I fought a fucking dragon with you.
I just stare at him. You know, we killed
Fine.
that dragon again.
That's that. Oh, please.
No, the spirit in the forge person, he made us fight the dragon again because he didn't like our story.
Well, maybe you should get good
I
at
know, we're
telling
pretty good at
stories.
smashing the ever-loving shit out of dragons.
He's just like, eh. Alright, so, yeah, Dagna wants to see you in the morning, and the council's got some news. So, we've decided we're going to go on a little old offensive. We're going to be attacking the keep that you so kindly poisoned for us. We're going to put these bastards in a vice, because shortly after you poisoned their water supply, instead of pulling out like we expected them to, start shipping in barrels. And if they're shipping in barrels, that means they're planning to stay, and if they're planning to stay, it means there's something important. So, we want to know what it is, because if it's important and they want it, then we don't want them to have it. As simple as that. So you fine gents will be assaulting the keep once more. While we make a strike to try and capture the head of the Gwynsel clan. So, how do you feel about your odds?
Are there more of those grey motherfuckers up there?
Oh, they are everywhere. We heard about the settlement hit just this morning when most of the city was wiped out. It's very difficult to put those bastards down.
Yes, that's the problem.
Took a good 100 dwarves to fill them
Do
up
we
with
have
crossbow
100
bolts.
dwarves to help us?
Oh no, since you're such massive two-time dragon slayer, I'm sure it won't be any problem for you.
Say, if the other mission is to capture the head of the beast, what's the point in attacking the keep? Why don't we just
Why don't you attack the keep?
go to where the Gwenzels
We
are
ain't
and
kidnap the guy.
I mean, plans have kind of already been made, but why would you want... Why would we trust you, a bunch of longshanks, to try and rescue our king? You could just fuck it up and then say, oh, sorry, it's not our king.
Wait, I'm confused. Are we rescuing the original king or the person who's taken over as king?
Both. You're rescuing our king, or we're rescuing our king, and we're hoping to capture the head of that clan, figure out why these daft fuckers decided to do what they did. Failing that, we'll settle for just getting the king out of their clutches, because without the king, they got no hold at us. Then we can go all out. They have nothing to threaten us with.
I think screw the keep. Y'all rescue your king. We'll kill the other king.
Isn't that essentially the same as assaulting the keep, though? Really?
I don't think they're. I think the keep and where the kings are two separate places.
Aye, they are two separate places. We are just mighty curious. Why commit forces to a keep that's hard to hold? There's no real tactical benefit to it, as far as we can tell. It doesn't put it in striking distance of any of our holds.
That's true, but if we take out their leadership, the keep will be that much easier to take over. You'll have people, I lost the word, leaving.
I mean...
Deserting. You'll have deserters.
Well, we could try and incorporate you into the plan, if you're sure. We still think it's important.
On the other hand, guys, if we fight the other keep, we can steal all the good
There was a
stuff
magical armory down there.
before the dwarves get back.
I am still here, you know.
I just think the better fight will be raiding the castle and taking out the new king and all his elite guards. I think that'll be more fun. Y'all have already taken over the keep once, so that's been done.
Well, that's debatable. Well, tell you what. I'll leave you all to discuss it. I'll see you in the morning when Dagna arrives.
Okay.
I'll go speak to the council, and we'll see if we can work you into the plans. If you decide you want to come, then have it in the area for you. If not, you do the keep, we do the king. As planned. And I'll see you in the morning. And he steps out, leaves you to your deliberations. So, Mentleton, time for you to discuss what you lot want to do.
Keep. Should just assault the keep.
I must admit, I like the idea of ransacking a dwarven armory and having cool stuff. As payment for more of this dwarf malarkey I have to go through.
I think if we're here trying to improve the nation, improve Hommel, we'll get much more respect by taking out the enemy king than just assaulting some fort.
Yeah, but the problem with that is most likely where the enemy king is and their king is, the dwarves we help, is most likely the same location, and if we go and, hang around, we could jeopardize their mission.
I mean, my thing is that it's going to be rough. The enemy king is not going to be lightly guarded.
Of course
I
not.
mean, neither is the fort, but at least the fort gets his cool stuff, while the enemy king,
You don't think there'll be rewards for saving the king and?
Well, no, they're gonna save their own king. They're not gonna leave us to do that by ourselves. So.
You take down an usurper, you get rewarded more than whatever's in that keep, I'd bet.
Our reward for taking out.
Why? As in, why are they still keeping that keep? Maybe there is something important there, much more important than an individual king, as, powerful as they are and important as they are.
Plus, one should not rely on the generosity and gratitude of dwarves. It is mercurial. While dwarf artifacts you can take home with you.
Plus, we already know the layout of the keep.
It's true. Let me pull up a map for you. You want interior or exterior?
Give us both, and I'll make one big and put it off to the side.
There's the exterior. And you stole my tile, but yeah, sure.
Do we know how close this is to the mining operation?
Now that's a relevant question nobody's asked before.
The crystal could be in there. If we can, if the crystal's in there and we blow it up, that's gonna be a serious blow for bad dwarf kind. It would also explain why there are a metric ton of guards on the inside.
Not to mention,
I like how
destroying
as
it
soon as Raz
might
goes
also-
back, he asks a very pertinent question.
It might also mean less grey dwarfs to fight after if we can destroy that crystal.
I open the door to where we're at and go, Belagor!
What? From the distance.
Get your ass back here!
Grumble, 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 stomp, stomp, stomp. What?
Hey, I'm just curious, how close is this keep to the mining operation?
Scratches his head, thinks. I'd say probably about. Well, throat. About 400 meters, around about there. There's probably a subkeep behind or near it, close enough that they could have tunneled into.
You didn't think that was important information?
Well, nobody asked.
Dwarves.
Besides,
Okay.
you just said the stone is dangerous. How are we supposed to know how it's dangerous?
Well, you know those great big worms?
Aye.
That could be a result of the stone's effect.
Right, so that's a little bit of a problem.
Alright, well, my compatriots want to stick to the keep.
Yes, we're taking the keep because it is quite possible that the source of this behavior, well, I mean, from my understanding, the inherent behavior of this clan seems to be endemic to them. However, the extraneous properties of worm, maybe because of rock, which is may be located to you. Because in our personal experience, the rocks seem to have one larger crystal that usually, once we have destroyed it or otherwise damaged it, does usually end the thief.
Alright. So that would explain why they're guarding the keep. Some kind of entrance or stone under. And could they move these things around? Would they be able to like stick it on a cart and run away with it? Something happened, or
If it's big enough, it would take a lot to move it. If it's a.
And normally
if
they're
it's full
floating.
size.
wouldn't that make it
I
easier
know, we've
to
never
move
tried
it?
to move one. We've only like touched it and they've exploded.
Alright. So yeah, talk to keep. Have you got a plan to deal with those grey bastards yet, though? Because they're really hard to put down, and frankly, if this rock's there, then these grey ones are going to be there, right?
That is very true.
Alright, well, I leave the plan into you lot. It's your keep. Think you can take it, then you take it.
Oh, we get to keep the keep.
Well, no, in the matter of speaking, it's your objective here. Ugh.
He comes up.
Alright, try not to get your king killed without us.
No, believe me, we'll be trying our damnedest to get him out of there.
Where is that mission going on?
Oh, that'll be on the southern side of the cavern. Deep beneath the earth. At the hearthstone of the Gwynsil, you could say.
Nowhere near the keep.
Oh no, they're quite a distance apart. That's why it's so unusual that they're keen on hanging on to this one after the wells are poisoned. Very strange behavior. Almost immediately we saw the day after you hit them, they started shipping in barrels of
Back in a minute.
water. Very, very strange. You'd think they'd leave. But they're still there. Even more of them on the walls than usual now.
Good.
If you say so. I don't know what's good about that, but as they say, it's your funeral. Well then, since you are going to be saving the king, you're doing the keep as originally planned, I'll see you in the morning with Dagna. And I
Shall
take my
see
leave
you.
for the second time this evening.
We shall see you in the morning, Sir Dwarf.
All right. He leaves again. Stump, stump, stump. Thoroughly tired of Longshank's bullshit. So, this whole plan on the keep, boys. How you want to do this?
Walk in, kill, win.
Gates
Oh.
usually shut.
We know from the
Walls.
layout that most of the guard is concentrated. Well, most of the guard. We wait until nightfall. Most of the guards will probably be concentrated inside that building.
Bear in mind, your
but
elephant
we
fin
can
spiked
expect-
both of the doors last time. For the
Yeah.
exterior buildings.
Yeah, and there's a chance they will have removed those spikes.
Oh yeah, they definitely have. I'm just saying. Just bear in
they'll
mind.
just-
But there's still more. There will
starve
be
to
more
death
guards
inside.
inside than that,
All right.
and they would have likely reinforced. So
Oh yeah, most likely.
In my experience, most of these dwarven dwarves are made of tinder and easy to break.
Oh yes, you haven't fought a greyskin yet, have you?
And I'm back.
no, he has not.
So, like last time we were there, Rascal, one of the dwarves turned into a giant fireworm and ate me.
It
Looks like you got
hurt.
better.
It's what killed Faye.
In one gulp.
Wait, Fane's dead?
Yes, have you
Yes.
not noticed his
Have you
missing
noticed
presence?
his lack of silence? Look, his shovel is just piled over there in the corner.
If the gravedigger died, who
Oh, we
dug
paid a
the
dwarf
grave?
to get rid of it.
Such sympathy.
Alright, well, it sounds
Alright,
like
so
it
your
might actually
turn
be a
time
good
is what? You roll up to the door and then die like animals in front
I
of it,
vote
getting
aerial
shot by
assault.
dozens of
We get
crossbows?
our flyers to fly us all in, and we just rush down in the underground, and then collapse it behind us. What could possibly go wrong? Trapped in the ground with dwarves that can tunnel.
Could our flying fabricator not fabricate giant boulders and start dropping them onto buildings?
Well, I could only do one, and even then I would need Brienne to cast fire on us. So I cannot.
Do the
I need to
dwarves
go
have
at the same time.
barrels of for stuff that explodes?
Let me see what they would
No,
have.
actually, no. Wait. I can cast fly on myself and fabricate. That is fine. But I can only do one 5x5
Or
foot
we buy
boulder.
up the highest, like multiple kegs of the highest proof alcohol the dwarves make, and then just pour the stuff from on high down onto the entire keep, and then set fire to it, and hope any dwarf outside gets torched.
So, when you're
Ancient
flying,
The only thing you could get would be basically the equivalent of Greek
That works.
fire. Naphtha.
Oh,
would be
Greek fire. That's a lot better than alcohol fire.
That would be the closest thing you could get.
so when you're flying, you can carry up to your carrying capacity, right?
As I understand it, yeah.
Well, I can carry 570 pounds. So I could probably carry all of y'all. Ooh, I don't know about shrimp. How much does shrimp weigh?
I've never actually specifically designated it, but a lot.
I would think so.
Well, Shrimp isn't the only one who can cast that spell. I can as
Or
well. And I can
I could
affect
carry a giant
of us.
casket of this Greek fire you're talking about. Like a big...
Like I'm not worried about flying because I can probably climb the walls if I need to.
Yeah, if I just had a grappling hook, I could get over. I'm sure. But I was talking more of me being like an aircraft carrier. And
I know. I think the
whole
the,
team.
the you with a barrel of giant flaming stuff would be a good call potentially.
And then the end goal is to make our way inside that keep and to try and find that crystal. Or at least
So-
see if there's an entrance to a subkeep to find that and get there and destroy it. If we destroy the crystal, then that removes a great deal of our troubles, does it not?
We don't really know. We've always killed everything before we attacked Crystal.
Oh, let's try it the other way around this time for shits and giggles.
Okay, so what's your current plan? You're gonna fly in with Razgor, what, carrying you lot, or you lot riding on his back?
Razgor is going to Greek fire the exterior. And then the goal is to get inside the keep as quickly as possible and then fight our way down and get to that crystal.
I want to have the
Assuming that it's
dwarves
there.
find me the biggest casket they can that I can pick up with full of Greek casket. I'm gonna be a flying bomber.
What, like a bunch of urns, basically, inside a big old carry bag or something like that, or inside a barrel, packed inside a barrel or something.
Yeah.
Just like... So you're basically gonna get into repurpose a cart, essentially, for you, that you're gonna fill with naphtha, that you're gonna pick up, and fly in above, like, maximum distance near the ceiling, and then you guys are going to firebomb the interior of the keep.
Sounds about right.
Yes.
Am I, like, with you so far? I'm not misreading the
If
situation.
you can drop
Oh
it
no,
on...
Oh, I had an idea. Since this is, we're assuming that this place where the creep level 2 is, so it's this building. So we assume that this is where we need to go, right? For
That
the
was the
crystal.
most heavily defended area, I think.
So my idea is, what we do is, since I
Firebomb
need
everything
to
else.
fabricate, my idea is, we go up to the stone ceiling. I use fabricate to make a 5x5 times like cube of stone. We drop it like a huge piece of stone through the roof of this building.
Like a
Then,
stone-
while we're still flying,
See,
we go in there.
There should all right. We collapsed the roof partially last time we were there. If that that hole's still there,
Correct.
then we pour all of the flame stuff inside, set fire to it. It burns up all the air inside and chokes the dwarfs. In theory.
Yeah, but then we'd have to deal with everybody outside. My point is to drop the rock, then we go inside. We kind of blitz it.
So you...
I mean, that's a
like-
good idea, because if we can slip in all secretly, we can then barricade that door with some metal spikes like I did last time. So that people from outside, if they hear noise, can't get in, and then we can clear the...
So here's what I understand what Liddy wants to do. He wants to basically fabricate a
Yeah,
stone column that's the width
breaching
of the
pillar.
passageway.
So
basically drop it down.
because that's the maximum size I can make out of stone. With
Well, the passage is about 5 feet wide, so you'd
Yeah.
essentially, if you dropped it, angled it correctly when you dropped it, you fill the entire passage like snugly, like basically like driving a pin into a hole. So nobody would be able to get in from the other side without destroying the stone or climbing up onto the roof and then climbing into the hole that the pillar made to get into the
Yes.
interior. But if you set everything on fire around it, that'll also be tricky. So is that what you wanted to do, lady? Like firebomb the exterior and then drop the stone pillar and just simultaneously block the entrance?
I know we could do the firebombing, just firebomb everything like all of the other areas, and then maybe drop the rock there, then blitz in. I wasn't really planning about the fire thing.
Doors in the opening, and the longer it will take them to react, because it will take them a while to figure out what's happening.
Did y'all look in all these buildings, or
Just
going
went in the
that
one, but inside there was a big old door with some beefy-looking armed guards, and the door looked pretty damn sturdy, and there were about 1 million guards inside.
And y'all never
No,
got through the big door.
I killed a guy and took his sandwich.
To be fair, that was a sandwich.
Pretty great sandwich.
They asked me why I adventure. It's for the sandwich.
So let me get this right. You're going to take a vessel that you're going to carry, Razgor, having had fly cast on you by Brienne, I'm assuming. And then one other person flying with you, because you're going to be spending your time holding on to this gigantically heavy, enormous thing, right?
Yep.
And then the other person is basically going to be yeeting crocs filled with naphtha down.
Oh no, I was gonna drop the whole thing to be like one big Hiroshima explosion.
Okay. So you just want to
That's-
carry like.
That's a drop and forget giant bomb.
Okay.
Well, Nefta wouldn't explode violently. It would only really spread kind of like burning fire. It's more napalm than anything else. It's not. It's not going to turn it into a mold.
Yeah,
Well, then
but
it should at
from
least
150, or what was that ceiling at? 180 feet?
120 feet up, yeah.
From 120 feet up, by the time it drops, it will spread quite a bit, especially if it's a bunch of small canisters.
And it should.
Oh, if you cast a
spread.
bomb, then they should spread out. Yeah. But if you're just dropping them like a single cart, then no, it's probably not going to spread too much. It's going to burn longer, but it's not going to burn more.
But it'll spread out and cover a giant area.
Maybe?
Quick, so the scatter dice.
I mean, it wouldn't spread as much as... I don't think it would spread out as much as if you just individually drop them, like carpet bombing the entire area or something.
I mean, it's a liquid. It's gonna spread until it's level.
Sure, but there's not going to be as much, like, dotted fires around there. The overall area of effect is going to be more if you drop them or cluster
If
bomb the entire
I'm carrying 500 plus pounds of little satchels, I'm gonna be up there for 5 hours throwing stuff.
You could always get shrimp. You could always get shrimp to rig up the cart so it acts more like the old bomber bay windows, where you've got multiple amphas of naphtha, and you just do like a flyby where you fly across the courtyard and it just drops them.
Carpet bomb it.
Yeah, you essentially just drop like every couple of seconds, a few of them fall out until it's done.
Just like open up the back of a wagon while you're flying over and let it just
Yeah,
like, tumble
pretty
over
much,
the
and
back.
then like they all just pour out and like slowly, so that you can cover a vast quantity of space, and then you just
Jesus Christ, I can't believe we're planning this.
So
Okay.
I'm assuming in the next campaign, the fly spell is going to be disallowed.
Oh no, I don't mind creative use of spells. I'm just sitting here going, well, didn't plan for that, so way to assault a keep. Okay, so let me get this right. You guys are basically going to take a cart minus the wheels, stack a whole bunch of urns with naphtha inside of them on the back of it. Brienne, you're casting the fly spell, so to fix 2 people, right?
Yeah.
Razgor holds on to the giant-ass cart, which I'm assuming you guys have got ropes or something looped around to make it easier to handle,
Yeah.
to hold on to. Fly over. One of you opens up the back. Razgor flies full tilt in a straight line, with the thing angled to tumble them out the back. One of you lights them. Bada bing, bada boom.
Something
And
like
sounds
that.
about right.
You light everything on fire.
While shrimp makes us a way into the building.
How fast can you fly in one turn?
60 feet.
So it's what, 12 squares?
Mm-hmm.
So if
Yeah.
you use your action to dash while flying, I guess that's 120 feet. So you
Give
could,
or take that.
yeah, so you could bomb 120 feet in one round, basically, if you have enough net.
I can use
Yeah.
my orc ability to move another movement square.
That not
if
only
I'm moving
affects
towards
moving?
an enemy.
That only affects the normal speed.
Normal
So
movement.
speed
Okay.
flying speed is kind of like more set. It's just 60 feet.
Okay.
It never says anything about modifiers. It's just you have... Oh no, it specifically says you have a flying speed of 60 feet for the duration. So unless it specifically says that modifies flying speed, it won't.
Okay, so basically use action dash, bomb 120 feet lengthwise of fire. So that's Brienne and Razgor flying,
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Shrimp
Yeah.
and Beef and Geralden, what are you guys going to be doing during this? I just want to get everything down and planned before we actually get to set assault on the keep.
Yeah, I would need to fly as well, so I would need to cast fly on myself, and then go up to the roof and take 10 minutes, which is also the same duration as the fly spell, to drop a giant boulder.
I hope
And
you
I don't know how I'm not gonna fall down and crush kill.
I hope you have Featherfall.
I don't, which is the problem.
I suppose you could always burn 2 fly spells. How long does fly take to cast?
It's an action.
Could always use 2 fly spells, I guess, when the one expires to be
Yeah.
casted.
I mean, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Unfortunately, I don't have Featherfall. So I'm just gonna do that. Burn 2 third level spells, just to drop a rock.
You
Actually, 2 3-level spells and 1 4-level spells to drop a rock.
But it's
Hey,
a pretty beefy
It'll
rock.
work.
Pretty beefy rock. Alright, and then Grolin and Cleave. Since you're the 2
We can just
non-flyers
climb
in this
up the wall
scenario.
and sprint and climb up on the roof.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you gonna
Yours
try
might
and
be
sneak
distracted
in
by
be-
that point.
Yeah, I'm
Are you
gonna try
gonna-
and sneak in. We
Yeah,
can go along the
infiltrate
rooftops, Steve.
beforehand and then wait poised.
What's the worst that could happen?
And hopefully not get caught in your friendly firebombing.
You are oh maybe you're not resistant to fire now.
Oh yeah, you're
Also,
aren't you?
well, I'm not.
Well, except for you, yeah.
There's also one thing I would like to do as a preparatory thing, like before that day we do it, so I can get enough fabricate off. I would like to get a bunch of wood, and then create a system of basically, you know those pop-up targets for like shooting ranges and stuff that like pop up like a silhouette thing. I want to do like 8 5-foot. What the hell is 8 times 5? I don't know math.
40.
I would like to do like a 40-foot line of like 5 feet in between like these silhouette targets that like I can like once we start the thing, before I cast fly and go up there and do the fabricate, that I can like pop it up so it's like flat first and then pop up these silhouettes and then like make it look that it's like there's a troop there.
What, on the road or where?
Somewhere like farther between, so the people on the keep can notice like that there's like this seemingly tube that appeared out of
To
nowhere,
act as
so that they're focusing on it. Like,
a distraction.
yeah, a distraction.
Okay. Interesting. Sure.
We could cast minor illusion to create some noises to further increase that, make it sound like the movement of armor or whatever clanking about, to make it sound like there's actually.
Sounds like a plan.
I can do that while I'm like up there doing the whole. Because it takes 10 minutes for the fabricate to catch.
So if Cleef and Grawl then set up the pop-up troop and then infiltrate the creep on foot while you start casting Fabricate in the ceiling, and Razgor prepares the Hiroshima the...
Yeah, I'll wait for his rock to fall to start my bombing run.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll draw the dwarves out to...
Second question. Once you make your way inside the keep, what is your plan of action?
And the rock
And
special.
also, what is your escape plan should things not go as planned?
Leg it.
Naked?
Evacuate.
We
Bearing
shall
in mind, you're gonna
expeditiously retreat.
Bearing in mind, you're going to be in a building where the only way out being a vertical sheer wall
I
through
just
a hole in the
realised there
ceiling
should be
because you
a-
sealed the
there should
exit
be
by
another
dropping a
way
rock
into
on it.
this place. When we collapsed the ceiling and hit that dwarf, he turned into the thing and tunneled. There should be a tunnel that leads to about where we
Mm-hmm.
had the cart.
Correct.
There's no escape plan. Death or glory.
That's fine by me. Okay, well that sounds like a plan to me. If you guys are happy with that, then I am happy with that.
When we're inside, we'll just wing it.
So, we'll just wing it. I'm sure it'll go fine.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45,
What are you looking at, Razgor?
85,
Okay,
90,
so-
100.
your evening of planning goes well.
Yeah, I can almost bomb the entire keep area with
Nice.
120 feet.
That's disgusting. The evening passes uneventfully. And with your morning breakfast, you receive some visitors. Belagar, Shirley, Rude, Belagar, as well as a very, very large dwarf woman. Very stout. Very much thick, as the humans would call it. Rolling in. And she is wearing chainmail. She has a blonde beard all the way down to her belt where it's tucked in. Big old twin pair of braids. and she is carrying a double-bladed battle axe in one hand, like she knows how to use it. And Bellegarde walks in and goes, Longshanks, let me introduce Dagna, widow of Donald. Steps backwards a little bit. And she stands there and she eyeballs the lot of you. Before going, good morning.
Hi.
Hello. I hear you were with my husband in his final moments.
Went down swinging.
Alright, she walks forward and sits down in the chair. Not really, demurely like you would expect, just, one leg crossed over the other one, battle axe put down next to her. So, tell me how it happened. Need to tell the children.
Well, how much has Bellegarde told you?
Only that you came back and said he was gone.
He helped us get into a keep full of Gwynsail bastards.
She spits on the table.
We hid in barrels pretending to be an ale delivery. He drove the cart and he managed to get us in.
Always did have a sweet tongue, that one.
And then when the hostilities started, he was a dwarf possessed. He jumped on top of that cart, he started blasting with a crossbow.
Always did have a fine eye. Could shoot the tits off of a troll at 200 paces.
His end came when one of those giant fireworms came out of the ground. It tried to eat him. He was balanced, 1 foot on either side of its mouth, firing crossbow bolts down its throat.
Make a deception check for me.
Help me, someone.
Is anybody going to aid in his?
I'm going to aid him.
What do you say to try and sell the lie?
Truly, it was an incredible sight. Such courage is something that is seldom seen today. That he would give that he would fight so bravely. It was inspiring.
Okay, put all the advantage.
That's 24.
Oh, that's a 3. You see, eyes start tearing up a little bit. Alright. I suppose that's how you would have wanted to go. She, takes her beard and, wipes at the tears a little bit.
I'm pretty sure I heard him shout, "This is for Dagna, you Gwynsail pieces of shit." I don't know what happened, but he must have hidden something on the cart, because the next thing we know, we're all thrown to the floor, the cart's exploded, killing the beast. And unfortunately him along with it.
Thank you. You see, Bellegarde's actually kind of surprised that you guys didn't shit it up. And just be a bunch of horrible people. I think he would have wanted you to have this. And she takes the battle axe and puts it down on the table. Thanks for being with him at the end. And then she turns around and walks out.
I'm gonna go kill the bastards that did this.
Stops the door. You kill them all good.
We will.
She scurries out a little bit tearful that her husband made such a manly end. In your story.
Hazard goes, I can't believe I missed that.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. He was the bravest dwarf I've ever met.
Bellegarde again. Dragon, right there with you.
Bellegarde, from what I remember with the dragon fight, where were you?
Firing the big beastly ballista.
Where were we?
Benefiting from getting shot at by a giant ballista.
I think we were getting set on fire and clawed and eaten.
It looked fine to me.
Set up a little tent, you had a little picnic going, you happened to pull some levers.
Levers which we built for you.
In comparison to this fine dwarf riding a creature from hell itself, he was engulfed in flames, he kept shooting until he exploded and could shoot no more.
Fine, you made your point.
The crossbow broke before Douglas did.
Douglas technically did not break.
I've got a new respect for dwarves after that story. I thought they weren't much fighters until now.
Belgar just like grumbles. Alright, so she has left behind an axe for you, fine gentlemen. A battle axe.
Obviously I'm the best suited to use a battle axe.
Well, I don't get much use out of it, so.
I mean, I hate to take it since I wasn't even there for the battle, but does anybody else use battle axes?
I pick the axe up and give it a heft. How does it? Is it well made? Good balance?
It is very balanced. It feels, it's probably the most perfectly made weapon you've ever seen. Like, it is of a similar make to your crossbow.
We should give it to our friend whose name I've forgotten. Gronk? Skronk? Gronk?
Gronk?
Lunk?
Lunk?
Lunk.
Lunk!
Lunk is
The ogre.
It's a bit small for
Razgor's-
his use.
Razgor's in the corner just drooling.
This is a one-handed weapon, hey?
It's a versatile weapon. You can use it one or two-handed.
Ah, okay. Let's just see here.
It's a martial
I
weapon.
pass it over to Razgor so you can test it out.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like probably the most well-balanced weapon you've ever held in your orcish hands.
We then take it back from Razgor because we need to keep it for Lunk.
I don't even think he's gonna be.
Look after him.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing. Yeah, it's fine. Absolutely.
I do a little flourish and strike the table in front of me.
Yeah, like the table, it just splits. Like whatever the blade is made of, it is sharp as hell. In game terms, it is a +1 battle axe.
That's pretty sweet.
Pretty nice axe. You've just earned the Donald family heirloom weapon, specifically.
I can't wait for my next character to come along and want it.
Donald, son of Donald. Okay, so I'm assuming the day is going to be filled with you lot procuring wood to make your pop-up dwarves.
Well, yeah, and while they're doing that, I
Yeah.
need to do some. I want to do some praying.
Oh yeah, and you need to pick up your
I-
armor.
Yes, I also need to. I also want to ask or pray to my God for guidance because I've been looking at these stones every chance I get, and I'm not sure what to do with them. So I want to pray for guidance.
Sure. Okay, so let's do this.
Let's do all the other stuff first, and then we can do that right.
I'm just
at
gonna
the
say, for the sake of brevity, you guys are going to acquire wood during the course of the day to fabricate your pop-up people. You're going to get a cart that you're going to take apart to basically just get the cart part and not the wheels and the rest of it that you don't need. Razgor can carry and some rope and whatnot to rig up a harness for him to carry it with. Nafta from Balgar. What else was there that you guys wanted? It was the cart, the Nafta, the pop-ups,
Y'all need some like
And
grappling hooks to help get over the wall for those who aren't flying.
I think the guys got climbing gear last time,
Yeah.
didn't you? The mining.
Yeah, I'm pretty
climbing
sure we
gear.
did.
Used it though.
So that's pretty much going to be it. So we're just going to say, for the sake of brevity, so we can end the session here, that you guys get the stuff together that you need for your assault. And then we will end here, and we will start the next session where you guys are once more going to attempt the assault on the keeper. Hopefully this time you don't end up running away like a little bit of babbies and almost dying.
Yes, well.
I mean, it's fine, but we technically did what we wanted to do last time, so it's totally...
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just pulling your leg. Just for Razgor, who's very bloodthirsty. He's very confident. This Razgor is all I'm gonna say.
Oh. Oh. Well,
He's very
depends.
confident.
He has many more hit points than we do, so.
Yeah.
You here next week, Randon?
Yes.
Okay. So at least we'll have you handy for the assault on the keep. Okay. And that is where we will end today, camarados. Is there
That's good.
anything else that I
Can I collect my armor today, or?
Yes, you can collect your armor. I was actually just about to look at your character sheet to see if I can add a specific item on there for you. It's half plate.
Adamantine.
Adamantine.
Yes, please.
From the dwarf.
This critical hit bullshit is not working for me.
You haven't even been crit yet.
I have.
Well, you haven't been crit today.
No, not today, but that dragon made me sort of like, yeah.
There you go. I have added it to your character. I recommend getting rid of your breastplate.
Cool.
Oh my. It's just a antique breastplate. Adamantine plate.
I don't see it in my inventory.
Just a refresher page. Should be there. No, refresher page, so
I'm
not your
refreshing
inventory.
everything now.
It should be there.
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right, let me just have a look here. So, you guys are currently in session 9. So the forge is another point. Okay, so you guys have completed the heart of the forge, which means all of you go up to level 8.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
So you'll pick up some extra hit points, and I don't know, whatever class features you people get at level 8.
I don't remember.
We get feats.
Oh, nice.
Feet?
Brian, do you want to sell some of your stuff? Because I see you're
Yes.
carrying a lot of carry capacity
no,
there.
I will be. Yeah, remember, I'm still trying to work out where, because you don't have the option to like stow stuff off your character sheet. So I've still got like 300 odd crossbow bolts and stuff and whatever on the sheet, but most of that stuff's actually in Homeal, and I'm trying to figure out if there's like a chest thing somewhere
There
where
should be.
so it shouldn't show on my thing.
I've just
If
been
we-
writing it in my notes, the stuff I've been buying for the...
Yeah, if you want, you can just
town.
unequip the stuff, like remove it from your equipment sheet and just put it down as notes in your...
I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
For the
Sorry
sake
about
of
being late
ease.
this morning.
No,
I'm
it's
gonna be
fine. I
doing
thought you
that.
were not going to make it because of the babby.
No, I fucked up. I was playing Total War last night. It's like, oh, I'll take this one skaven and go to bed. 4 hours later.
I had essentially the same thing, except me and Sophie were just chatting, and it's like, oh wait, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh no.
Oh no. I have made a mistake.
I thought I hit snooze on my alarm this morning, and apparently I just turned it off.
Nice.
Guys, can you reload your D&D Beyond sheet? Because it looks like they just added the roll.
The what?
The thing where you can roll, dice rolling in...
Yeah, I saw that actually. It looks pretty cool. I won't lie.
I think
And
they've
like you
had that
can
for a
just
couple
click on a
weeks.
skill to have it roll the dice automatically, which is really cool.
Yeah. Saves
Neato.
as well, attack, hit
That's
dice.
pretty cool.
That's pretty neat. Thank you, random.
Oh, it came from randoms thing. Okay.
Yeah. Everything comes from random. All mana flows from him. He's a river to his people.
See, I'm already the god.
The trick
Speaking
is
of
the
which-
trick is do you to get a feat or to get a one attribute point?
Oh, 2 attribute points.
Well, 2 attribute points, but feats are delicious.
Feats are delicious.
And a lot of the feats give you 1 attribute point.
This is also true. The half feats, as they call them. Speaking of, I need to start going through your sheets to start adding some of your new abilities as well at some point.
Okay. Well, I'll be right back. I gotta go brush my damn teeth. I woke up and ran in here.
Shame.
See.
Appreciate it, random. So, what do you guys think about your items that you have received?
They're pretty cool, I thought.
You like what you got, Matt? Are they what you had in mind when you thought about punching gauntlets?
Punching gauntlets. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to throwing a fireball at someone.
I was like, dragon-themed
How does
gauntlets.
2 weapon fighting work?
What could be cool? You can basically
What?
use your bonus action to make an additional attack, and unless you have the feat, you do not add your stat modifier extra. It would just be whatever the weapon damage is with no extra damage added. There's also a feat you can get to improve it, make it add the damage bonus from your strength or dex or whatever. It's really only good if you've got some way to tag on a lot of extra dice on each hit, or some extra dice on each hit. If you're doing just straight 2 weapon fighting, it's not that great. It's especially useful on classes that don't really have anything to do with a bonus action on most rounds, because then it allows you to just use it to pump out some more damage if you need to.
God, there's a lot of feats.
A lot of feats. A lot of featsies. What's Lady gonna take with his cool ass wizard stuff?
Oh, I just leveled up my intelligence because it was 18 before.
Oh shit, did you take it straight to 20 now?
Yeah.
Oof, even more higher saves. And more bonus spell slot thingies from the
Oh,
recovery.
yeah, you're right. I get more spells as well.
And more
Have
arcane
more
recovery.
Spelleronis Prepadaronis.
Yeah, man. Wizard's
Yeah,
the
and
reason
also
that
should-
Int is so good.
Okay, and I should also gain a couple of spells. Let's see how much.
Yeah, you can have
spells I get.
13 spells prepared now at a time.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I mean, just a couple of extra spells. Oh no, wait, the spells I can have is now spells per
13
level is
prepared.
the thing I'm thinking about. It's
Yeah,
always
you'll have,
two.
you'll have 2 4th level spells, but you'll have up to 13 spells prepared at a time now,
Yeah.
which is pretty nuts. That's a pretty crazy, friend.
Yep.
What you gonna do? Pick up some more 4th level spells?
We'll have to take a. Oh well, I am currently taking a look. I'm trying to figure out what. I think I'm gonna take 1 level 4 for like pure damage, and then see what receive from the other ones. Oh, actually, what I might do is I might get Featherfall.
Featherfall. Isn't that a cantrip? First
No.
level spell.
Featherfall is a first level spell.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna. That's actually a very useful spell. I'm gonna take that. Featherfall.
Nice.
Choose up to 5 falling. Oh my god! Why did I? Oh, that's because I was using the whole. I'm psionic. I'm gonna take psionic spells, so I didn't take this incredibly useful spell.
It's
Choose
very
up to-
niche, but when
It's
you
very
need
niche.
it, you really need it.
Yeah, because it's you choose up to 5 falling creatures within range. A falling creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends.
Yep.
Not even a concentration or anything.
Yep. Pretty nice.
And then a 4th level spell. Something that can either use damage or just something. Oh, maybe confusion. Just if there were. I don't know. That's going to be so. That's only going to be useful if you're fighting a lot of people at a time. And also, oh my god, no, never mind. That's an annoyance to use.
I don't mind. I'm just saying, if you're, you just said it's only good if you're fighting a lot of people. Me thinks about sheer amount of dwarves in keep.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be useful. On the other hand, I don't really want to deal with it. Like the whole
Perfectly fair.
Yeah, that's just. I'll just look at something like
Ice storm. Screw everything in this area.
Yeah, maybe something else. What is blight? Oh, it's over a creature. Okay, it's this one creature. Conjure minor elementals. Nah.
Why did monks get at level 8?
Oh, what's this? Greater invisibility.
Only a feat or attributes, nothing major.
No class ability?
No. At this rate, I think I'm just going to go for attributes because none of the feats really do, a lot of them are like weapons and armor and things like that, but I don't do weapons and armor. Like the one is, I can run extra fast, but I can already run really fast. And the other one is, I can get up ready.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
just
meh.
meh.
Like lucky might be interesting, but I'm just like, actually, maybe just two nice skill points would be.
There we go.
Yeah, not a bad
cleaned
idea.
out my inventory.
Nice. I mean, yeah, you can always split them as well. Put like one in Constitution to take it to 18, get more hit points, and the other one into Wisdom to bring your bonus up to +5. Then you'll have like pretty sturdy Constitution and maxed out Wisdom.
Yeah, I'm just not. Well, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, Dex. The thing is, I must double check. I can't remember what Wisdom is used for.
It uses for the saves on your key abilities, like your stunning strikes and stuff like that.
Oh, that's useful. Yeah, that's a good idea then.
Well, and it also gives you armor class. It gets added to your armor class as well.
No, absolutely. I mean, you're correct there. It's
it's just
pretty
pretty
cute.
Looking at monk's traits, you get that sweet martial arts.
Griffey, this helmet is bananas.
Is it?
Yes.
When I made it, I was like, I don't know if you'll like it or not.
I think you're gonna regret it.
I carefully looked at the stuff and I was like, it's fine considering where the campaign is heading. You guys will need some. Because the thing is, like, the campaign's very bare bones, right? You guys don't have access to things like healing magic and potions, things like that. So the overall power level of your items do have to be slightly higher than you would have in a normal campaign.
The only thing I'm sad about is I was trying to update my unarmed strike to take into account the extra dice damage. But I don't think I can do that from the item you've.
No, unfortunately not, because it's a handwear. Because you can't make it a weapon, unfortunately. I even opened up the ticket with Beyond with their team to see if you can add unarmed dice, and say it's not a feature yet, unfortunately. You can only add it to items. So once they code the actual feature in, I'll be able to add it on automatically for you.
I mean, that's cool. I've made a note, but yeah, it would be cool. But I do actually like this new dice roller thing.
I hope you're happy with your punch gauntlets, because I was like, just giving you gauntlets that add like +1 or something, I thought would be like not as cool.
No, I admit I was like, I hope they're not just +1 gauntlets, but no, they look really cool. I'm keen. I'm looking forward to if I go completely wild, I can get a fireball off in a fight, depending on how.
Oh yeah, and if the fight drags on a bit with all those flurry of blows hits. Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to when I get some more attacks, to be honest.
You're gonna have a lot of attacks though, aren't you? You should have quite a lot of attacks already.
I can do 2 attacks, and then I can get a 3rd attack, and then flurry of blows gives me 2 more.
Yeah, it's like 5 hits.
I want more hits. I need more hits.
It's bananas, man. You have the most attacks in the group currently.
I just need to start increasing my strength so that I can punch harder, stronger.
Or your dex,
Oh, actually,
since you have martial arts.
yeah, you're right. The martial arts would be it's as good.
Also, your dex would also boost up your armor class even more.
Yeah, well, it's 16, so it'd probably be next time I can level. Because I agree with you. The wisdom is a good. Time I'll probably just put 2 points into dex, and be like, shwigada.
Imagine once you have 18 constitution and 20 wisdom.
Okay.
It's gonna be pretty nice.
Oh yeah, I can see it already. The 20 wisdom is pretty darn tasty.
What if you pick Tipo?
Aberrant Dragon Mark.
What you get? Aberrant
Something
Dragon
weird
Mark.
happened to
Interesting.
Cleve down in that forge.
Oh yeah? When he got shadowed.
It interacted poorly with him.
What did Aberrant Dragon Mark
So
do?
it increases my constitution by 1. I learn a cantrip of choice from Sorcerer spell list, and a level 1 spell from the Sorcerer spell list.
Oh no. Hippo's gonna pick Chaos Bolt, calling it now.
No, I haven't already picked. I love Chaos Bolt, and it fits with Cleef so well. Yeah, and so I can cast that spell once per short or long rest. When I cast that spell, I expend 1 of my hit dice, and for every when you cast a spell, you can expend 1 of your hit dice and roll it. If you roll an even number, you gain temporary hit points equal to that. If you roll an odd number, 1 random creature within 30 feet of you, not including you, takes force damage equal to the number rolled. If no other creatures in range, I take that damage.
What about your party members?
I also gain a random floor from the Dragon Mark floor table, which I will roll now.
Oh no.
8. I have horrific nightmares after I use it.
But you can't sleep!
I'm gonna re-roll.
That's the perfect price.
No, you can keep
That's
it, I'm
no
just
fun.
saying, that's hilarious.
Yeah, no, I
Cleve's
agree.
gonna-
You should re-roll it if you can't sleep.
Cleve's just
it's
gonna
not.
like randomly like
7.
stand there and
My
start
look
freaking
changes
out.
slightly whenever I use it.
No.
And there's an optional thing which I'm gonna copy and paste to you because it sounds amazing, but it's up to you. I will send it to you via Steam.
Don't your sneak attack dice go
I
up
think
as
they
well
do,
with
and
level
I've
8?
also learnt Green Flame Blade. So I'm gonna be a
Lord.
fucking murder machine if I hit my 1 attack a turn.
Jeebus.
And it's from behind.
Can you imagine a sneak attack with Green Flame Blade? It's like, what, D8 plus your sneak attack dice, which is what, 46 plus... let's see.
I might be back on a bit later, guys. Otherwise, I'll chat to you during the week. I gotta go.
No problem. Enjoy, Mr. Matt. Partying Elsa's character as a... Oh no. I'm gonna go with no on this one, Hippo.
Oh.
Because you guys are, even though you don't know it, all of you are actually already well on the way to doing this. There is stuff happening in the background on your stuff that you can't see on your character sheets just yet. For all of you, hence the blessings and some other weird things happening that will start having a very physical manifestation soon. When you guys
for
hit the
some
appropriate
reason, all
level.
my spells have disappeared. I'm trying to get it all sorted out now.
What? I mean,
They literally, all my spells just vanished. So I'm like
Hold on.
re-adding.
Let me have a look at your character sheet. What are you gonna do, Razgor? What are your plans for level 8?
I think I'm just gonna pump my charisma some more.
Charisma? What? You're just too tired of yelling at people and them not being scared enough?
Yeah,